What you say there, Bougie Man Bourgeois here. Check it out. I'm at the Wolf Den podcast. We talking about this Bougie Balogna, how I took this company from my van to 100 grocery stores across the Gulf Coast. Y'all need to find out about this Bougie. It's Bougie, baby.
I got hella problems. Don't need no shovel, handle dirt with choppers. You get your issue, try killing me. Eliminate all contenders, talk about ending me. Got Glocks and Drakes, some bullets sped out 'em. Yeah, the mortician can't get the lead.
We are in the Wolf Den today, and we have the Bougie Man, head of Bougie Balogna.
It's Bougie, baby.
Bougie.
He says it on the package.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good to have you here onto the podcast tonight. I'm sure it's gonna be a pretty interesting episode so far from what we.
It's quite a story, I must say.
Yeah.
It's good to be down the bayou.
Hell yeah. And I mean, you originally out of where?
Yeah, we're from Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay.
We make our products in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana. That's why I say it's made in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, just like me.
So you're packaging in Breaux Bridge?
That's right.
That's where originally out?
That's where our plan is with Como. Shout out to them. They've been making smoked sausage, authentic Cajun products for 50, 60 years.
And honestly, I never even tried the Bougie. I never tried the bologna yet. So
perfect. Today's the day.
Yeah,
once you go Bougie, you won't go back. That's how it works.
Well, I mean, you say you tried some of it, huh, before?
Yeah, but I mean, he's got a lot of new products.
Yeah, you never tried.
I've only tried one.
That's
Do you
it.
want kind
I
of
don't even remember which one I tried, but
My meat speaks for itself.
You yeah. Oh yeah, you
Shit.
were laughing at that, huh?
no, I just never mind.
Dick joke. Austin's all giggly over here.
That's the best part. It's all just dick jokes. It's chubs and wieners. You know?
It
Sells
itself
itself,
up,
it does.
That was one of our first stickers. It was ask me about my half chub.
Oh my
Well,
god!
since we talk about stickers, I just start off early. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Austin, ask him about it because we got.
You want me to ask him
I
about
mean,
it?
you the one that like
fucking
buttholes.
sticker.
I mean, I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah,
you
so-
can ask me about my butthole.
So guys, we have a sticker here that says 100% butthole free. So we're gonna let the Bougie Man kind of tell us.
It's only the cool kids get that. I thought you'd get a kick out of it. But that's the inside joke. That's where we started, right? So Bougie Balogna is 100% butthole free, right? That's not something we really do on our advertising, but I don't know if you've heard that. That's the joke about hot dogs, right?
No,
You've never heard that?
No.
Well, y'all young. Y'all got to
So
catch
what,
some
hot
years.
dogs is a bunch of ground up assholes.
Nah, so lips and buttholes. That's what they say.
Yeah,
Okay.
The old school, Gen Z.
Right.
You
No,
know.
not Gen Z.
Gen
That'd
X,
be,
Gen
yeah,
X.
Gen X.
Yeah.
Oh,
What you Gen Z, huh?
No, I'm a millennial. Don't classify me as a brand.
Right. Anyway, so that's the whole joke because Bougie Balogna's an oxymoron, right? We're bougie, but we're a bologna company. Those two words shouldn't exist together. So all of our products contain premium cuts of meat, right? No byproducts, no mystery meats, no fillers. That's why it's 100% butthole free. People listening, we got a private Facebook group called the Butthole Free Club. Y'all should come check it out. It's a cool place to be.
What so what in the butthole?
I feel like Nick's been on that realm somewhere on the internet before. Just in a
yeah.
different,
Different
just
group,
on a
same
different-
same name.
You couldn't imagine the jokes I've heard. Like people's first time I say it, I think the number one thing is, "Oh, you took out the best part." That's what they always say. What's wrong with these people? So you deserve better than buttholes is my comeback when they always say that.
That's actually kind of funny.
But we don't advertise it. That's our little inside joke, But I wanted to hook y'all up with some stickers, and now y'all part of the Butthole Free Club.
Hell yeah.
I guess we're gonna find out. You gotta try some bougie first.
Yeah. Well, I want to know really like how you even like what made you decide like how you even came up with this idea.
So it was just a joke, right? So Bougie Balogna was an accident, really, but it's no accident that I would smoke meat or cook. I'm Cajun. That's what I do. So I've been trying to get my wife to like bologna. She wouldn't do it. I get like some fancy chubs. I don't know if you've seen, you could smoke right bologna. You make like blooming bologna ends and all kind of fun stuff. Tried all the best bologna there was. She wasn't having it.
You just like bologna that much?
I mean, I grew up with it, right?
Yeah.
But I cook. I smoke briskets, whatever. Anybody that knows me personally, I guarantee I've fed them. That's just who I am. So I had the idea. She likes Spam, but not bologna. So, hey, let me just make some bologna, right? So I go on YouTube, just Google it, messed around with the recipe. I made 2 chubs, just messing around with the house. And then I brought that down the road to this little dive bar my rock man played. And everyone was kind of freaking out. I said, all right, this is fun. So I went offshore. I was working offshore. And I made the first logo. I got seen it on the ice chest. Bougie Balogna, 100% butthole free. It was just a joke, man. It was just a joke.
Is that the logo that you have right
No,
there?
that's this one. It's on the inside. You can't really
No,
see it.
I was looking at it. Is that
Oh.
on the left side right there?
That's one of them. He's got
Yeah.
several, but the new one's on the front.
Okay, the newest one is on the front of it.
Front or the back. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
So it was just a joke, man. So I went offshore. I made the first logo, and then that was the logo I came up with. And it wasn't a business. It was just a joke, man. And then I just started messing around, man. It wasn't supposed to be a business. And then recipe number 6, I hit what I was going for. Some of them were trash, just garbage, just giving it away, testing it out. But recipe number 6, I hit what I wanted. And that was pretty much the first year, just kind of testing around with it. And then year 2, I set up a little pre-sale, a little website, and people placed their orders, start a little deal. They pay for the meat up front. I go to this spot in Bro Bridge. They grind my meat for me, and I'd smoke bougie. That's what I did on my days off. It went from like 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 80 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds.
Hustling.
My last cook was 400 pounds, just slinging out the back of my van.
And I want people to know this too. So you doing all of this while having a full-time job.
Right. So I was working a rotation offshore and playing in a rock band and having 2 kids. And I'd be smoking bougie. It takes 3 days to make that product. Like when I did that last 400-pound cook in my house, it took me a week. It was crazy, right? I mean,
it probably took you a week to clean up.
I know. I mean, just to cut that much.
No, but so they would. I ground it one time, and I realized I don't want to do that at my house. I just don't. I don't have the equipment to do that.
Probably makes
when
a
it
mess
take
too,
an hour for them to do it. But no, I'd bring all the ground meat home, stuff it, smoke it. It's messy. Oh yeah, be smoking chubs after chubs after chubs, smoking 12 hours, right? And I'd hang all that meat on my car porch. What I call that. On my car porch on the garage door, let them hang, let them bloom, right? So you let them air out. That's a whole process how to do it. And that was year 2, just hustling bougie out the back of my van. Like that's when I came up with the Bougie Man, just hustling bougie, man. That's what I was doing, just having fun, just having the time of my life. But then at the same time, we was working with the co-packer to make it a business, right? So I did my due diligence, right? I literally put bougie in 1,000 people's mouths. Right in front of my face. And everybody said the same thing. They said, man, what is that? I said, all right, I might have something here. So that was just proving the product. In my opinion, it was already proven, but we had to go to market, right? So we spent.
Well, I like what you said earlier. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
go ahead.
where you kind of like introduced it as this earlier, like it's a new type of meat almost. Like, and it kind of is like a new cut of meat almost.
Absolutely.
Right?
Like, I came up with my own version of it. In my opinion, it's a brand new meat product. And it was eventually, when we went to market, when we went for USDA approval, they didn't know what to do with it. They said, well, it's not bologna. What is it? That's a big part of the story. But in my opinion, it is a brand new meat product, right? Is it salami? Okay, some could say maybe it's avocado salami, but it's not Italian. This is Cajun.
Right.
Right. It's not bologna. Okay, well, if you look at the 1,000-page USDA handbook, the only thing that describes this product is bologna. All right, is it smoked sausage? Well, I've never seen a sausage like that. I don't know about you. So
that would be a big smoked sausage.
Right. There's a lot that goes into it with the meat science and the percentages and all that good stuff. The fat content, emulsification, all that stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. But yeah, in my opinion, Bougie Balogna is a brand new meat product. And until you try it, you really can't describe what it is. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. But Bougie Balogna is a great name. It's funny. It makes you laugh. And it really encompasses what we do in here. Right. So that was how we kind of messed around, came to market. But it was just, at this point, I was just like, all right, what's going on, right? I was just having fun with it. But at the same time, I was really reaching for it. And we spent 6 months with the commercial co-packer working on the commercial recipe because we had to change some ingredients, from what I was doing at home, just testing it out. So we spent 6 months on that. And at the same time, I was hustling, trying to go after grocers and all that stuff. And then that's when I took the next step.
Can you say the reason of why y'all had to change out some of the ingredients? Because I know talking with some, like with Brody, for instance, with the Helliva that we use sometimes, they had to change one of their products that was in it because it wasn't binding well in some of the facilities. Is that like something that y'all dealt with too? Would y'all think like maybe the product wasn't binding to something, or maybe something just wasn't acting right in the facility?
No, so the product was what I wanted at the house. But in order to make it commercially viable, it was about sourcing the right ingredients.
Okay.
Right. So we knew we had a steady supply, that we're falling within regulations, and some stuff I cut just because it wasn't sustainable. Or I was using like, dried Trinity mix, right? Like my bougie chef cuts I was doing at the house is epic. One day we'll do a black label chef cut.
That's what I was about to say. That would be a great idea for you, or even if you open up a little restaurant,
Right.
and you did like just like a fancier, you know what I mean?
Nice little bougie select.
Yeah.
Because all the people ask me where my pigs come from, right? Well, I don't have a pig farm and a processing center. I don't know what these people want from me. But right, one day we could do our black label.
He's like, fuck, ain't that bougie?
I know. One day we could have a black label. I put the pig's picture on it, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
You
Right.
get to name it before.
Hey,
All that.
people would pay for that too. Like,
Absolutely.
Like me and Austin actually we went to a thing for the 4-H.
Yeah,
what it
they
was,
brought back the
Sun-
livestock.
auction. So like where you
Right.
can go and the kids sell the meat and all. Well, think about that. Like if you had something where you can like go back and see what the name of the pig was that you eating
I'm
and
down.
stuff.
I mean, I got a long list of products I want to make. That's a whole different deal. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight that.
Yeah, that's actually awesome.
Yeah. So then, but the ingredients, that's why, because, we had to make sure we could source it, because we're going commercial with this. Like to get USDA certification is not easy. It's not easy at all. This is way different than the FDA. This is way different. So we came up with the recipe. We did a bunch of test cooks where I was happy with it. And then I started sampling out to some people. And that's when I got my deal with Rouse's, right? And that whole deal was just wild how that came to be. So just a quick cliff notes of how we got here, right? So that was Bougie was officially born in April 24, right? Is when Bougie was born.
2024?
Right. All right. So prior up till being commercially USDA stamped, all that, right? So we launched actually like January 1st, 24. And I was just kind of testing the market, kind of check 1, 2, right? To see if I had something. We put in a few little grocery stores, right? And the USDA said, hold on, what you doing over there? And that's when they wanted me to change the label, right? And we called it the Bougie Balogna Company. I fought really hard to get it done right, right? So we hit the market April 17th, 24. And I tested it for 3 months around the 337 back home in Lafayette, and I was crushing it back home. And Rouse's want me in the whole franchise, right? I wasn't ready for that, but when they ask you to do that,
Yeah, you guys on.
I said, okay, let's sit down and have a meeting, talk about it. But the opportunity was there, and I took it.
And let people know too. So Rouse's, for some of our viewers that's not born like down south, it's a pretty big chain. How many stores are y'all in with Rouse's right now?
So shout out to Rouse's Supermarket. They're one of the bougiest grocers on the Gulf Coast.
Yep.
Everybody's familiar with HEB in Texas. Well, what Rouse's is doing down here, this is their home territory right here. They grew out of home of Thibodeau, and they have 75 stores, but they just acquired 10 Winn-Dixie, so they up to an 85 store count. Rouse's is the bougiest around, and they support local, and they support the Bougie Man, and that's where we at. So we launched July of last summer, full scale. I went from 3 to 30 to 100 stores in 6 months that year.
That's actually kind of crazy.
It's insane.
Well, no, whenever you said 2024, I was like, wait, what? And like, I'm like looking at you. I just went by 2 packs of Bougie Balogna because we didn't know if you were going to bring any or not, right? So I went to Rouse's today, bought 2 packs, and like, you're just saying like this is only a product that's 2 years old and y'all like on the shelves at Rouse's?
Right.
It's kind of crazy.
It just straight out of my garage to Rouse's. Like,
How rough was it scaling up the operation
That's-
that quick?
That's wild. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Yeah, how was that? Like, what kind
Let's
of
come back
obstacles?
to that. Let's come back to that.
He probably got some obstacles to tell you about it.
that is the story. So just to give you a rundown where we at. So that was July 4th, pretty much. We went to the beach in Orange Beach. Rouse's is in Orange Beach, and we shot a commercial on that trip. That was our big launch. I flew a plane down the beach on the 4th of July on Orange Beach, all the way up and down the whole doggone beach that said 100% butthole free bougiebalogna.com. I did that. It's insane to even say it out loud. It's awesome.
You had a banner flying behind the plane? Like
The
that?
whole thing, man. The whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
But
you
it
wouldn't know, huh? Expert on buttholes.
it wasn't necessarily about, the people on the beach. It was more about the commercial. We had my daughter with like a hot dog costume. It's a whole thing if you look us up. That's a little Bougie and T-Slice. That's my kids. And so here we are. It's kind of, I don't want to time date the episode, but that's where we at today. So we're 18 months into being officially in all the Rouse's supermarkets, right? So we're still holding strong in 100 stores, and now we're on 26 right now. And so we learned a lot of valuable lessons on where we're at. But that's how it came to me, from my garage, just messing around, selling out the back of my van, just giving it away as much as I could, to going to taking this recipe full scale commercial, to get it on the shelf and then sell it.
So
Right.
I would say too, like, so what do you consider yourself as? Like, do you consider yourself more as a chef, or do you consider yourself more as a businessman?
Well, the Bougie Man wears many
entrepreneur.
hats. Entrepreneur. Definitely entrepreneur. The Bougie Man wears many hats, right? Many hats. But I would definitely call myself an entrepreneur. Nobody else would even attempt to do what I did. A lot of people have visions, but it's another thing to go do it.
Well, no, and then I love how you said that. It is a lot of people. That was a great. I like that a lot.
I'm gonna take
I
you
like
to school
that a
today.
lot. That dude,
That's a clip.
that was a clip moment for sure. Like, definitely gonna clip that, because that's 1,000% true. A lot of people do have visions, but not a lot of people get up and go and actually do it.
Yeah. Or some people just don't have the vision. Some people would have been fine taking this to the farmer's market, right? But that's not what I wanted.
Right.
I wanted to do something bigger and better, and I had the chance, and I wasn't gonna squander, and I went for it.
Well, it's kind of crazy too, though, because this is like kind of a different it's not any market, right? Like, the most we can compare it to, like you've been saying, is bologna, but it's not bologna.
Yeah.
And then you said something about spam earlier, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, please don't be nothing like spam, because I was in Hawaii.
So the market, the market we're in, right? You got to realize where we're at, right? So that is South Louisiana. We're almost on the Gulf of Mexico right now.
Right.
I've seen it. I don't know. I live on the Gulf of Mexico, so I've spent 10 years of my life basically living on the water, and through a lot of sacrifice and pain. When this came up, I wanted something bigger and better, and so the market where we're at is, there's no more saturated meat market in the universe, in my opinion. I could be very wrong, but if you take out like maybe some Hispanic markets or Asian markets, but just middle of America, grocery market,
Yeah.
right? You will not find as much smoked meat as you will at Rouse's supermarket.
No.
Period. No matter where you go. And that's why people beg for Rouse's, so Rouse's is about to hit Hattiesburg, Mississippi for the first time. And I'm very excited about it. Because once you go north, man, there's really not that many options, right? You got bologna, you got all that other stuff. But it comes to smoked sausages, everywhere probably has one or two regional brands, but besides that, that's all you got.
I mean, imagine if you get if y'all go up and like selling this in like Ohio or Illinois. Dude, these people gonna have orgasms just tasting this food. They ain't gonna know what to do with themselves anymore.
Oh, trust me,
They
I've
could survive
imagined
that much flavor.
That's what
Trust me, I've done more than imagine. I got a roadmap and a 10-year plan on how I'm gonna make that happen.
And you could try to go to like every state. That's what I'm assuming.
Right. I'm not gonna give away my whole plans on how I'm gonna roll this out. But just to talk about the market where we're in, this is the most saturated market, in my opinion, and it seems like you agree.
Yeah, no, for sure. 1,000% is. I mean,
Yeah, because everybody has access. Everybody, smokes or cooks in their house.
well,
So
then,
they kind of messing around with stuff. So it's
how many people can you go to and, hey, I need this deer processed? You know what I mean? Like, everybody has the ability to do what you did.
Right. There's a lot of plants around here, but I'm reinventing the bologna game in South Louisiana.
Yeah,
It's
no,
never been done. What I'm
that's
doing is
crazy.
unprecedented, and in my opinion, I'm doing a pretty good job getting there. But it came with a lot of challenges and a lot of collateral damage to
I
get
was
there.
about to say, yeah. Well, you start to notice once you
Right.
start getting bigger and scaling up, you start to lose some friends and some people that might have not believed in you.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us about. I mean, do you want to tell us about it?
I'll tell you about all that. Oh, yeah. But just, so the 337 where I'm from, it's a little bit different, right? Because we have way much more specialty meat shops, boudin, cracklings, and all that, just to put it in cap how saturated this is. And one of my favorite parts of being the Bougie Man was how grueling it was. I'll tell you, this is a marathon. But over the past 18 months, let's say, we're close to 400 in-store demos is what we've been doing. Last year in 25, I did 300 in-store demos. So I was going to the grocery store with a little grill.
That's you.
setting
You're
it up.
doing it
That's
all.
me, myself. Yeah, and people meet me all the time. Say, hey, man, you the Bougie Man? Or you work for this company? I am this company. What you talking about? Me and my wife, thank God for Miss Bougie. She supports me every step of the way. And one of my favorite parts is, I'm real big into Cajun culture and my heritage and Louisiana in general and the South and all that good stuff. And one of the best experiences is traveling around the state, even Alabama, Mississippi, everywhere we are, And it's so interesting how everybody's different just across town, right? Just across town. So like, let's talk about like a 337. You go across the basin and the 225, man, it's completely different. It's crazy. You know, even from Zachary to Gonzales, that's way different. Today I was in Gramercy, you know, and then you talk about New Orleans, New Orleans, it's its own thing. Like that's its own thing. People talk about 504, 337 cooking. It's apples and oranges, man.
I feel like just accents too. Just the accent.
The accents, even from neighborhood to neighborhood. Right. It's
like
so
different.
fun.
Yeah. Crazy.
And then, you know, people from outside, especially when I was playing on the road with my band, you say, oh, where y'all from? Oh, we from Louisiana, you know. Oh, I love New Orleans. We ain't from New Orleans, man. I'm sure y'all hear it all the time down here.
But that's how whenever I was younger, like that's what everybody would say, or even to now, I still say it. But somebody would be like, where are you from? I'm like, 40 miles west of New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's all I say.
Outsiders don't really understand. So, like, even the accent changes so much. Like, one of my favorite things to do back in the day when I was a young pup working offshore was like, so I'm on the rig with these people for weeks, and I just sit there and I listen, and I guess where they're from. Before they left the rig, I'd ask, hey, man, where you from, man? Because it's so interesting to me how dialects are so much different, and then, like, cooking, right? So doing 400-something demos, right? I'm already kind of a home chef. I'll see somebody's cart, you know, I know what they're cooking, you know, and just talking to people face-to-face has been so much fun. And the amount of data I've collected on Bougie, you couldn't pay for. Like, I've literally sampled this product in front of 50,000 people at this point. Just 50,000. That's insane. Yeah. And we just getting started. Like, y'all had just heard about it, right? And that's what's funny. So, like, I was just hustling out the back of my van, right? I got all my little Facebook friends. Oh, yeah, whatever, you know. And just trying to give it away, man, hustling. Just give it away. And then here we go a year later. We hit the grocery store with Bougie, right? We hit the grocery store about a few months in. We hustling. And I get these messages from people, that my friends on Facebook, you know. It's like, hey, man, I tried Bougie. That stuff's actually good.
They use that.
Like, God damn,
actually
good. Oh, fuck.
What you think I've been doing?
Brad always gets on me because I do that. Like, I walk up to like one of my employees and be like,
acting like you got some shady fucking, slinging some shady meat out your face.
well, no,
what you think I've been doing, bro? Of course it's good.
I walk up to my employees and I'll be like, well, damn, that actually looks good. And I use that word actually. And like, Brad's like, quit using that word. I'm like, he's like, that's offensive. I'm like, what you mean it's offensive? He's like, you said like he's not doing a good job or something? Like,
so here we are, like, you know, a year and a half into it. And I see the same thing on social media all the time. You're like, oh, you know, oh, I try. It's good, man. Everybody, I heard about it. Oh, yeah, what you waiting on, bro? But that's what I learned a lot in the decade of playing in the music business. You know, is marketing, and that's a big part of this. Is how we got here. But you got to hear something like at least 10 times. Just, hey, my friend heard about it. See in the newspaper. Oh, I saw it on TV. I saw it in the paper. Oh, I saw it before you actually try it. That's kind of how it works.
What it is, Brand? It's 3 times that they say that's like the official. So it's what we call like in the marketing realm, like for the call to action to get somebody. They say they have to like see you like in 3 different places or 3 times like in a row consecutively, some type of way. Like whether they see you on social media, then they might see you on a billboard or whatever. But once you hit them 3 marks, it's kind of like you subconsciously and embedded into their whatever their choice decision.
And especially when it comes to a meat product, right? Because I'm up against, you know, legacy brands. Everybody I'm up against been doing this 40, 50, 60, 100 years, got millions of dollars.
Oscar Mayer.
Just millions of dollars, right? So it's about customer confidence, especially for a new product like this, right? People say it all the time. Oh, I shop there all the time. I didn't see it. Well, of course not. You weren't looking for it. You're not going to find something you weren't looking for.
Well, actually,
he did, though. He found some Bougie.
Tell me this. Yeah. Well, no, yeah. Tell me this. Do you market it? Because, like, I know that this is, like, a new thing kind of just with everybody. Everybody's kind of being more health conscious. I mean, shit, me and Austin's in a competition right now to see who can lose more weight in 6 months.
You can call it a competition.
Huh?
Yeah. Call it like, I would call it more of a
we're trying, you know, we still busy, so we still got a lot of shit going on, whatever. But
What's that weed BS?
Yeah.
Huh?
You got a fucking mouse in your pocket? Fuck, what, you got a mouse in your pocket? Say we. I'm fucking losing weight.
Oh
You trying.
God, whatever.
All right. God damn. Anyway, back to the story.
Well, I don't even remember what I was saying now. You done throw me off my
topic.
topic.
About marketing and
yeah,
the
you
health
just talking
aspect.
about marketing,
Yeah.
bro.
Or so, do you market it that way, like to tell people, like, hey, this is like a healthier option than?
Exactly. That's the whole point of what Bougie Balogna is, right? So ultra processed foods has been under fire for a long time.
That's what I was kind of getting at.
And this is American as it gets, right? Bologna, Vienna sausage, potted meat, all these, quote unquote poor foods. Well, no, I grew up with that. It's the best. What you talking about? But that's what falls in the category, in my opinion, of ultra processed foods, right? And I see a lot of people at the deli, right? For instance, just like at the grocery store sampling Bougie, a lot more people are shopping the deli, right? Getting fresh sliced meat, and I'm sampling over there in my cart, and they see Bougie Balogna and like, oh, I don't need that, not knowing that what I got is probably better than what they got in that cart. But yes, absolutely, Bougie that's my whole mission in life with Bougie. That's Bougie's mission, is to be free of mystery meats, real meat, because people deserve to know where their food comes from. That's exactly what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Right? So we're working really hard on getting all these nutritional facts right, making sure it's signed off by everybody before we put on that package and make sure. But I know the data, and Bougie is actually really healthy comparative to a lot of other things, right?
Can you I'm genuinely curious. Can you say how much I just want to know protein. Like how much protein is in
right. I'll give y'all a brief rundown, but just to put a disclaimer on there, I'm not making any health facts, or claims here.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I just want to know what your average pack of protein
according to my research, so according to my research, so our serving size is 2 slices, 72 grams, and it's about 14 grams of protein. Very high in protein.
Good.
And it's about 8 grams of fat. Very low. If you
Ain't
compare that to bologna, which you can't, it's not bologna. It's Bougie, baby. It's something different. That's why we say it on the package. It's Bougie, baby.
8 grams of fat. That's there's what 25 or something like that in a hamburger.
Yeah, it's very lean, and so that's our flagship products. And then so we do have some sugars in there. We want to do some other products that are, and we do have MSG in these products. We want to do an MSG free version. But we're working on it. It takes time it takes time.
What's the reason that you want to do an MSG?
That there's only probably 5% of people that are like, oh, I don't eat MSG, but I understand that people get headaches. Some people are very sensitive to it. When I started this, I wasn't trying to start a meat company. It's kind of where we landed, but that's our OG standard right there. But I do want to do MSG free. So anyway, if you compare it to bologna, which you can't, it is 50% more protein, 50% less fat.
Not bad.
So our customer, it isn't necessarily people who eat bologna. That's the whole thing. I made it for my wife. She don't eat bologna. That was kind of the thing. So,
well, no, that's how usually a good product comes out, is by accident, right? Like you're trying to solve a problem for somebody, or whatever, right?
So our customer is just anybody with a palate who wants something good. But really, so bacon. Let's bring up bacon. So my goal is I just want about 5% of bacon eaters to try this product. So comparative to bacon, because this is so good for breakfast. So it takes about 2 to 3 pounds of bacon to equal 1 pound of my product. Let that sink in for a second.
Yeah, it's true.
And how much comes in one of your packages?
It's a full pound.
A full pound.
Depending on how we package, but right now a sandwich flat on the shelf at Rouse's is a pound. Okay. So people could look at the price, say, oh, I'm not paying $10, $11, $12, whatever it may be for a pack of Bougie, not knowing. Go look at the other prices.
I was about to say bacon's fucking through
more
the
expensive.
roof.
Yeah, way more expensive than that. And it's not even as healthy.
Exactly. So when you cook bacon, you lose about 40 to 60% in fat. And I don't know if you're saving all this fat. Why are you paying so much for some bacon grease? It ain't that, most people paying for bacon grease. And it takes forever to cook. So that's always my thing, But Bougie, I don't need, come on through me. So that's the thing with bacon, is I'm not going after bacon. I love bacon. I just don't enjoy cooking it. That's what I tell people. We're just giving them another alternative, right? So when it comes to bacon, we are the same amount of protein, but far less than cholesterol and fat. And it's quick and easy. Don't make no mess. And it's the truth. So I have a vision to where there's biscuits and sandwich companies all over the place making this instead of bacon. And it's only a matter of time before that happens.
Well, that's how I first tried it. I first tried it for breakfast.
Well, that's what I was about to say. When y'all talking about breakfast right now, I always say I'm not a breakfast sausage guy. I don't like breakfast sausages or nothing. That looks like I would like that.
Right. Why don't you like breakfast sausage? I'm curious.
I just like
just
them
the taste?
like Jimmy Dean's breakfast sausage, like those kind of.
Just the
All
flavor.
right, but hold
Yeah.
on. Give you some backstory. This dude's got.
I'm very,
weird
very picky.
he's
Yeah, I'm
picky
very
as fuck.
picky.
That's all right. I meet
No,
a lot of picky eaters.
It's a
all
hat.
right.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm very, very picky. But like it's just.
I'm not a big
breakfast.
fan either.
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't like just the breakfast sausage.
Okay, I like breakfast sausages, but I agree with the bacon thing. Look,
Like I like fresh breakfast sausage, but the preform,
yeah, the little
like
patties
cookie
and
cutter
all.
stuff
No.
is all
no, like
rubber.
that's what I mean. Like them Jimmy Dean's patties
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I don't like all that.
It's
like,
all over processed, full of preservatives and all kind of stuff.
But
Yeah.
you know what? I gravitate towards the breakfast patty. Well, now that I found this, I like this. But I'm saying like the breakfast patties, I was usually doing that before I would go to bacon. Because look, like you said, bacon's a hassle. It's a mess. It's a fucking
Well,
process.
if we being honest, I think I'm gonna start using this in the mornings for my freaking breakfast. Now that I know about it,
It's
you know what I
high,
mean?
Brucey.
I-
Like that's what I like every day when I do little demos at the store. You know, I grill them up and I give them the old blizzard test. You know, I fire up the bougie and I say, hey, look at the grease. Ain't nothing. You know. Anyway,
No, that's actually a great way though. To like, you
Right.
should probably make a. I'm guessing you already do that. You make some videos for TikTok and stuff, and like
we
do
haven't
this-
gone like super hard on the product demonstration side of it. It's lately just been like brand awareness and like fun stuff. Or I'm all over the place with my marketing. I have many different things I do with socials. But yeah, I would love to have my own YouTube channel. But for me, really, like I'm a chef. I could cook all the time. But for me, it's more about having other influencers cooking my product.
right.
Right. I could tell you a long list of vetted South Louisiana chefs that cook with Bougie. And that's not because they like me or owe me a favor. They just like Bougie because it's good.
Do you work with any other guys that's like around here? Cause like, just out of curiosity, like the other, I would guess food influencers around here. I guess you would say. Like,
yeah, I mean, we don't have too many down the bayou over here. I mean, we could start naming a list of people.
No,
but,
I ain't trying to give nobody no. I'm not trying to give nobody no shout outs tonight. I don't. You know what I mean?
All
I'm
right.
just wondering, like, do you like kind of partner with them? Just
Yeah, I mean, from around the state. I mean, these are hundreds of thousands of followers cook with Bougie all the time. And that's for me what it's about. I wish I had time to do more of that, but right now I'm hustling in the grocery store.
right.
Like boots on the ground. Like these boots, bro. Check these boots. That's my Luke Casey's. Look at the heel of my boot, bro.
That thing's already swole down.
You know how many miles it took to whittle that thing down?
and that's new boots. You said.
No,
The meat slingers, boy.
that's a couple years old. That's some Luke Casey's. That's some Gator Belly right there.
Gator bellies.
Yeah. Anyway, just to show you, last night I was playing around with ChatGPT last night, just thinking about like marathon, because that's what business is like. It's just like a marathon. You know, just like where you see the goalpost, you never see it. They just keep moving that sucker down the road, right?
Yep. Always got
And
to
if
keep.
you see, well, if you reach the goalpost, you ain't doing something right.
Right.
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
you're gonna have to step back and punt, right? You're gonna have to make an audible, do this and that, and the goal line's always changing. But I was thinking about like marathon, like how many miles I've spent like going into grocery stores and just playing around last night. I think it said I walked like at least 10 marathons in these boots,
Damn.
going through stores.
Well, you're pretty much in a different store every day, ain't you?
Well, it just depends on what I'm doing.
So you go to Rouse's to do testings
Everywhere.
everywhere.
That's what it takes. So like when we started, you know, it's such a long story, man. I don't want to take over and just keep talking, but
I mean, this is why you're here, man.
no,
man.
y'all ain't asked me any questions. But I ain't let y'all really ask me any yet. But that's kind of where we're at with how we got here. So, you know, I worked offshore, right, for a big oil field service company. And I've spent a lot of time where we're at today in Houma, Louisiana. And so the only way I was able to fund Bougie was to quit my job. That's the only way I could fund it. Because nobody's going to take a chance on a new startup company. Good luck trying to get a loan, player. Good luck. All we need 2 to 3 years of profit loss statements. Well, it's like the same thing you try to go get a job, you know? All we need 3 to 5 years of experience. Well, how am I supposed to get it? Right? So I invested in me is what I did.
That's actually. So how long ago did you quit your job?
So I left in 24, at the same time Bougie launched. And, you know, luckily, you know, that's a lesson to everybody out there. Don't burn that bridge. You know, and I made a big Facebook post about it when it happened. And good thing I didn't burn that bridge. Oh, I wanted to. I was burnt out, man. Just burnt out in that career. Like at year 10 in that career, I was pretty much fed up with it. But there's no other job that allowed me to have the freedom of life and the quality of life and allow me to chase my passions like Bougie, but like my rock band, the stuff I've done with that. So only way I was able to do it was to leave. And I took my nest egg and I bet it on Bougie a bust. That's what we doing.
So what was the turning point that made you like, all right, it's job quitting time? Like, obviously you had wanted to do it before, but when were you like, today's the day?
Right. So it was a few people around me nudging me, but when Rouse is begging me to be in a whole franchise, that was it. It was like either now or we may not ever get this chance again. The opportunity was so big.
I want to ask something, but I know it's probably not the right thing to ask.
Fucking asking, because normally the shit gets wild.
I've never stopped you before.
I'm
I was about to
asking
say.
anyway. If you're comfortable with sharing it, what kind of numbers you were looking at whenever Rouse's was telling you like, hey, we want you in every single one of our stores?
Right. So expectations versus reality is my answer to that question. So I had the numbers figured out, right? What it would take for me to make this a sustainable job, to really take that leap, lose all my comfort, all my security, right? I had a number in mind, and I did the math, the store count. This is the metric we had to hit to get to that level, right? And that opportunity, the numbers were lining up, so I took it, right?
Oh.
I can't necessarily give you a
No.
number.
We don't. Yeah,
that's
no.
why I said how I said it.
Right.
Oh,
But expectations versus reality. So like, so if you were to go start a bologna company, how would you gauge where you're going to be in a year's time?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Who does? I don't know nobody. There's no cliff notes. I don't have a handbook on this.
No.
You just got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Right. And so you don't know what you don't know. Right. And I really make an effort in my life to not say I know. If I'm ever around somebody at work, and they don't ask no questions, I'm just going to assume they messing up.
Yeah, no doubt.
In order to learn, you got to be able to listen, and you got to be able to ask questions. So I think one of my biggest strengths is that I know what I don't know. But when I
like that, yeah.
when this came to be, I mean, how do you even project it, right? So I would have had to hit a grand slam home run, walk off the park to be able to just start making all kind of money on this. You talk to anybody in business, it don't happen like that. What's the saying? 3 to 5 years before you make profit,
Yeah.
right? So,
Well, my question is too though. Like, did you need like a lot of money to start it up too? Like, cause I'm
a lot. My whole nest egg that I saved, I put in the Bougie, right? So transition
just
to
a nest egg from your regular job and
yeah,
stuff like that.
401k
saving up.
player.
Yeah.
401k. Would you bet your 401k on a bologna company?
Me personally,
But I'm gonna tell you what though.
1000%. I would bet-
Well,
I
look.
would
But
bet-
that's what
I-
it took. But that's the kind of money we talking.
Right.
Now you're talking about taxes and all the other crazy stuff that I went through. But here we are, we're only 18 months into this. Bougie's doing pretty well. I'm back working my day job. That's fine. It's great. Actually, I go to work now just to get a break. It's awesome. I love it. So, in 18 months, we've sold over $250,000 of this product.
That's actually crazy.
Slice by slice,
That's
boots
awesome.
on the ground.
No, that's actually really awesome.
But that's
And-
not a drop in the bucket.
No, it's not. It's not. It's
Even
not.
where we headed.
Wait, so what's the day job?
I'm still working offshore.
Oh, okay.
Like
but-
that's why he say he's glad he didn't burn that bridge.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Right. So they actually opened a job just to bring me back in my career. But I'm very fortunate. I'm very blessed to even be out there. A lot of people try to get out there. It's not easy to get. And they just let me walk back in.
They probably like. I would also think they see some value in you too now because like, oh, you doing business with him and he's, you know what I mean? Like
Nah, talk to anybody in the oil business, there ain't no value or
they don't care. Or
they
no,
don't care. These
what
big
I
oil
did,
companies, they
you're right.
don't.
The oil business is a whole different ball game.
There's no, that's not the right word. There's no loyalty anymore.
Oh really?
It's not the same business it was. But that just goes to a testament to, my hard work and my ethic.
I was about to say, that way it's your determination and you work at it.
That's it.
I
So
mean, look,
like,
if you can build something, hell,
yeah,
you can,
I never worked a 9 to 5. Never. Right. I just work till the job's done. Right.
You would be considered a good employee. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not a lot of people think that way.
Right. But out there in the water, there's nobody come and save us. We're living on an island out there. When it comes time, and I got to put that supervisor hat on, the safety meeting, and it's time to go run this rig and the operation we got going, critical path, talking millions of dollars at hand. Oh man, it's something.
I know you watch Land Man.
whatever.
You don't?
I seen some of it. Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
I watched season 1. Right, but I'm so
Oh,
broke
yeah.
right now. I can't even buy season 2. That's how broke I am. Give me some money. I'm joking.
go buy my product.
Look, I just bought 2 packs. You better use that to get your Amazon Prime membership.
No, it's a great series, but I don't think it's indicative of the real world.
Of the real oil industry.
Yeah, maybe out in West Texas, some of it.
Right. But I mean, that's pretty much. I'm guessing what you basically doing is kind of like going and talking with clients and stuff, or you're just a supervisor on the rig.
No, I mean I'm blue collar.
Okay, so
I'm the dude doing the job.
Yeah.
And in my career, I think it was about year 5 that management, asked me to do some stuff in the office, and I was like, no, man, I don't want no part of that. No work-life balance, and with job security in that field, the closer you are to that wellhead, the more job security there is.
So you still have to go offshore, or you just kind of you actually?
No, I work offshore. I live offshore.
Okay.
Well, has Bougie made it to the rig?
No, that's a good question. when I was leaving, before I went go jump off on the deep end in Bougie, I was this close to getting on the rig, but the drilling companies just don't have the same budget and say so what they get. Like they're limited on the items they could get.
Yeah.
Production could pretty much get what other items they want. But I was this close, but that's not to say it ain't happening soon.
I would assume they probably use like a big supply like Cisco or something like that.
Yeah, it's all Cisco, U.S. Foods, all the big majors. They got.
But that would be pretty cool because you guess what's for breakfast, guys?
It's my meat. Eat my meat right now.
Oh yeah.
It's only a matter of time.
You got a 14 on, 14 off kind of thing?
I'm working 21s right now.
21s?
I
So
work-
who runs it while you're out?
I do.
You do from the rig?
Yeah. Well, so, and my wife, she helps run a lot of operations. But what I'm doing, the goal is that I don't do anything. That's the goal I'm working towards, right? Right now, we're in the grind phase, but it's not much of a company if it takes you to operate. So that's what we're working on. That is my goal for the future. So I'm just the middle guy, actually. So, I have my co-packer. We have our distribution networks. Of course, it takes a lot. But for now, I'm wearing all the hats, right? Eventually soon, then I can hire some people to take over some of this stuff and build some people, hire a great team around me. We're going to crush it.
At least you're self-aware to know that, and it's not oblivious to you, right? Because a lot of people that we like talk with and businessmen, whatever it may be, they don't get the simple concept of, all right, I need operations to run operations. I need an accounting department to track the operations. And I need a marketing department to go get new operations.
Right.
That's your fucking 3 main cores of
I
business.
can talk
right
a lot
there.
about business and all that, and that's the big part of it. It's not much of a business, like I said, if you the one doing it.
Correct.
Right. So that's what I'm working towards. We're recruiting right now. We've been recruiting for a while, just not publicly. We're about to start recruiting publicly to bring on some brand ambassadors to start scaling our operation. Right. If I had a few more people like me, watch out.
Right.
Right. So now I'm back on the rig. Now I got a budget. Right. I don't want to pull no money out of Bougie anyway. So it's only a matter of time before we get investment by some big people who understand what we're doing here.
Did you ever try doing that yet?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've been trying, but not, right now on 100% of this.
I'm just curious, because I think of it like how you were saying earlier, man, I just keep on thinking Shark Tank.
Mhm.
Like, dude, you would be a perfect story for Shark Tank.
I've heard that about 1,000 times.
I know, and you really would, but then at the same time, don't fucking go on Shark Tank.
Right. So
Don't go on no Shark Tank.
if I did, I know exactly how I would approach that. I've seen every episode, but right now we're still too early. I would have to give away too much. But I've reached out to Mark Cuban. I've reached out to some of these sharks already.
My thing is if you go on Shark Tank, dude, they taking I think it's just to get on the show, I think you got to give up 15%, and that's straight to Shark Tank. That's not even to none of the people that you make out a deal with.
I don't know if that's true or not.
No, that's definitely 1,000% true. That's the cost to get on the show.
You'd have to show me that in writing.
I think that's
Show me that in
actually
writing,
do
sir.
Make a deal.
Yeah, I was
it's
about
like-
to say.
it's
I call fucking bullshit.
Inside the end of
Bullshit.
the end of the episodes. What are you talking about right now?
No, it doesn't say a percentage. It just said it's contingent on
Yeah.
their money.
So you mean to tell me when they reject the deal, they got to
Shark
give up
Tank still
50%?
gives up-
Shut
yes.
the fuck.
Why?
You so
I looked this shit up too. I know. I was like, Dude, this is
I'm
crazy.
gonna need some sources and some documents.
Give me 1 second. Give me my fucking phone. I don't care about the frequencies.
It's
Give me the
Nick,
phone.
It's all right.
Nick is the
It's a
king of
mute
the.
point.
Well, I heard, and I
Nah,
saw, and there was a
I'm
TikTok
I'm gonna prove
that,
everybody wrong. Give me my phone real quick.
Oh,
and there's
Lord.
parasites in the sushi.
Yeah, this boils down.
And I do
anyway,
want to point out your hat is
This
amazing,
is
by the way.
legit. This is the Bougie Man's custom cap.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know why you wear many hats. That one does it all,
Right.
man.
I was about to say
That is the many
that
hats.
is the hat.
Yeah.
Right. Sometimes it feels weird when I go in the store without my
So
cap.
you want to let them know how they were all wrong real quick because I see a little smirk on your face reading the phone.
So the shout out to Mr. Kobe Abear in Lafayette, the Cajun Hatter, made this hat. This is a custom
Cajun Hatter?
Nutria rat hat. Yeah, custom Nutria.
It doesn't say 15%. It just says they do take 8%.
It's 15%.
Anyway.
So Shark Tank.
It would say
If you
15%
go
if
on
they
Shark
took
Tank,
15%.
No matter what, if you get a deal, if you don't get a deal, the cost for you to get on, which they consider as their marketing for you, because you get to go on the show, now you're automatically seen by millions of people, they take a percent, no matter if you get a deal with any of the sharks or not. So,
That's
like,
interesting.
yeah,
I'd have to discuss that with my legal team.
do your research.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's all I'm gonna say. Do your research before you just go on a show like that or something.
That's kind of wild. Look, I'll be honest, I didn't know that.
I was looking at it because I saw
You about to take?
No, I wasn't about to go on Shark Tank or nothing, but I was looking
about
at one
to
of the
say.
people and I was like looking at one of the case studies, and then I seen it was actually I'm pretty sure it was the same one. The video they had another company talking about they saw Laura or whatever, one of the sharks was in the area, so they sent out all their trucks, even though they didn't have no jobs. They just said, hey, this person's in this area, just go drive y'all trucks around just so they can see. And they ended up being on the Shark Tank like 2 or 3 weeks later. And then she's on the episode, oh, yeah, I seen y'all trucks all buku the other weekend while I was shopping at wherever. That was kind of like their marketing thing or whatever. And then the next part of the episode was talking about how they went on and they ended up, they didn't even make a deal and they had to give up 15% to the actual Shark Tank company that hosted the show. And then, y'all want me to tell y'all even another crazier fact?
Yeah, go ahead.
Every single judge on there cannot make a deal. So you reaching out to Mark Cuban, it made not a fuck difference. Like, it didn't even matter if you did or not because Mark Cuban can't make a deal with you.
Right. Depends on what's in the contract, like you
Well,
said.
no. He can't make a deal with you at all
Why?
because you're not on Shark Tank.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on the contract if they got
Yeah,
this
so
exclusivity.
Shark Tank
and all
had
that.
every single judge
I
that
don't know.
goes on the Shark
I'm
Tank.
gonna go look this up. 'cause
Yeah.
No, hold
No,
up.
look, every
This
ju-
shit's
every-
got like,
listen, ready?
No.
Every judge that goes on the Shark Tank
Anyway,
has an
we're
exclusive
getting off
deal
topic here.
with them.
We're getting off
Yeah, yeah.
all
topic.
facts. He does that a
I
lot.
We're
do
getting
that a lot,
off
yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
It don't even matter. So we've been looking after investors. It's gonna happen eventually. Like we were right at the perfect injection point with this company or what it's gonna take to compete. But until then, I'm just gonna put in boots on the ground. And my little plan's working pretty good right now. So I haven't figured out the percentages, what I want to give up, how I want to structure the company, all that. It involves so much more than I want to get to in detail on camera.
Yeah, no doubt. I kind of want to try. I want to try.
Well, let's
something.
do that. Let's
Let's start
Look,
cooking up.
Well, you
How-
got to
where-
turn
how
that
you-
unit on right there.
You see-
Well, look, turn it.
I don't know.
Damn, bro, you don't.
I don't want to mess with this shit. I can't even.
Like, just put it on.
Lord have mercy.
How
Oh
you
my
wanted another man? It's not my thing. I don't know. I turned it on. I don't know where he wants it.
That's what I say. I don't like.
look, that's all.
Put on like 300.
Mhm.
There you go.
Daddy Austin.
Nick ain't lost the weight yet. It's hard to lean forward like that. for
Oh
him.
yeah, that's what it is.
So you ever considered, or are you considering maybe in the future down the line doing like a bougie restaurant or just a bougie shop, like a brick and mortar? That's
So brick
just
and
your
mortar,
stuff?
no, I don't want to mess with a brick and mortar. Just the overhead cost. That's not where we're at. For us, like when I started, I was like, oh, I have a really good idea for these food trucks that I want to do with my festival teams and stuff. But for me, it's business to business, right? I'd rather be working with restaurants. You know, that's the best kind of advertising I could get when we do food service accounts. You know, so we're reaching a whole new customer. We've done so many food service accounts, just specials, nothing that's really stuck except for a few places. You know, pizza restaurants, po' boy restaurants, food trucks. We've done so much, and these are like top elite places back home that we've done some. But
Is that something y'all doing like currently too? Like trying to get into like restaurants that
yeah,
y'all.
all the time.
Well, I would say like that they put it on their menu and say, hey, this is like a Bougie Balogna product.
Yeah, we've done pizza restaurants. We got a spot in Prayville right now. Shout out to them, the Dirty South Sandwich House. They got Bougie on their menu.
Oh yeah.
We got
It does look like it'd be good on a pizza.
Oh,
I'd try
Well, look,
that.
we were
That'd be-
talking
I
earlier.
wouldn't.
You know what? I
I
want to
say-
try it in beans. I want like some white beans or some red
our,
beans.
Our
That'd be
Bougie
perfect.
Bites, that's our ends that we dice. That we just launched that product a few months ago. So perfect in beans. But yeah, food service. I'm working with some deals with some major, like a bunch of regional food service companies. I got a biscuit shop in Shreveport. Shout out to the Shreveport Biscuit Company. She's been supporting us from the beginning. So it's only a matter of time. Can you imagine once we get on cruise ships, hotels, right? We're in the Grand Hotel in Fairhope, Alabama. Go look up that place. They've been
Grand
around.
Hope?
The Grand Hotel in
Grand
Fairhope, Alabama. They've been around since 1850. They got bougie biscuits over there. I was just on the road to Alabama, dropping samples to different restaurants. It's just a matter of time. You talk about hotels, cruise ships, offshore. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm thinking like, if like all these different restaurants and all, and like they even put like a little sandwich on there, and just call it like this is, I don't know, like the bougie sandwich. I don't know, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you. So one of my favorite things doing this is when I'm able to.
Wipe it up with this shit.
We call that a couillon where I'm from. So one of my favorite things is when I get to go meet a chef. We did a big food show, and we're there sampling our products to the buyers. These are the buyers of grocery chains, restaurants, all that stuff. And that's one of my favorite things is when the chef tries my product. And if I'm fortunate enough for them to try it in front of my face, they normally either give me a firm handshake or a hug, and they tell me, "Thank you, sir." Because a chef understands what a good ingredient is. And we've met many chefs. I mean, I just made a delivery last week to a new shop. It happens all the time. We love food service. We love it. Like, we cut you a stupid deal if you want to try some bougie at your restaurant, food truck, whatever you got. Because for us, it's just about brand awareness and putting bougie in people's mouths. That's it.
I like that. I like that you're taking that approach rather than everybody else's conventional approach of, I gotta have mine or whatever, my restaurant or whatever. Like, you literally seeing the money is gonna be made by other people promoting your product.
Right. This is business to business. So I don't want a brick and mortar. I want to be with major broadline distributors selling this across the Southeast.
But that way you can put all your capital into your product and not have to. I mean, look, it's gonna cost what
Yeah,
brick and
if you
mortar.
have
You
a
got
brick and mortar
electricity.
store.
You got extra employees.
Y'all waiting on me to fry it up?
Oh man,
You the expert.
And that's the jalapeno.
No, I didn't turn it on. Oh shit, they did.
Bougie is fully cooked, but
Looks good.
it says required further cooking, and that was one of the big hiccups trying to come to market with this product with the USDA, and that has to do with a lot of USDA guidelines, which is good. Food safety is important; it's very important. So, but the way I designed this product, I spent a year working on the thickness of that slice, exactly how many slices, the diameter to go in that pack to be a pound, and it's designed to be cooked. So with Bougie, I treat it like a steak. All right. So you could cook it rare, medium rare, all the way to well done. So when you fry it really hard, it's gonna be crispy like bacon. Right. I chop it up, put in little bites, put on a baked potato. But the Bougie to be bologna, just a rare. Did you see the white fat in the product? That's not there anymore. Right? Now it looks like bologna, don't it?
Yeah, I didn't honestly. Yeah,
It turns into bologna right there in the pan.
dude, them jalapeno ones look good. I could tell too that
That's
you're
what that
using.
is. That's the jalapeno.
Well,
That's
no,
the jalapeno.
you know what's crazy? I'm be real, and this is not even like hyping you up because you're on our podcast or nothing like that. But like, I'm looking at that jalapeno one, and that looks like a full fucking jalapeno in that
is.
bologna.
It is.
Like, dude, that's how you know you're getting quality. Because like, I never seen anybody else's package where, like, if you got jalapeno something,
It's gonna be like
little
a hint,
bitty,
hint of jalapeno.
little bitty, like.
Right. It just depends. Like, this is still pretty artisan. So the two products we have in front of us right now is our classic yellow pack.
It went off again.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that thing.
That little thermostat ain't the best. It's all right. So our yellow is our classic OG. That's our green onion. So that's our classic. And then our green pack is our spicy jalapeno. Now, the only difference between those two packs is the green pack has more cayenne pepper, which is really the heat you taste, which like slowly builds, and then pickled jalapenos for flavor. So it's really not about hot. Our jalapeno is actually one of our top sellers. People who try it, some places we go, they're scared to even try jalapeno. Just they see the word, they get scared of it. Some places I go, I can't even say I'm from Louisiana. I can't even say the word Cajun because they're like, oh, that's hot. I don't want it.
Is it like the
Bruh.
further north you go?
Well, we haven't really gone too far north yet, but that's a whole different category when we go. Oh, I love that smell. I never get tired of smelling that.
Well, I was actually.
Doesn't that smell amazing?
No, I mean,
No,
it really
it
does.
smells
It
delicious. Well,
fantastic.
I was actually thinking, I was like, dude, we about to grow up this bologna. I was like, this dude's about to hate that. Like, I was like, I can only imagine how many times he cooked this at his own house. He's like,
Dude, I never get tired of eating it. Like Bougie don't even belong to me, but Bougie belongs to the people.
hell
Like
yeah.
for real. Like the people deserve Bougie.
Hell yeah. Dude, it's
So
fucking
look,
smelling
hey,
great.
what's crazy though? Not to give any secret, and you might have some other flavors in the works, but
Yeah,
like
can
my kids like putting maple syrup on all the bacon, the sausage, even this. They put they put maple syrup on it. Are you intending on doing like a?
So I have a long list of products. I'm not gonna give away my secrets,
Yeah, facts.
but it
I was
takes.
gonna say, could you show the ones at least the ones that you have?
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now with
we
you?
have other products. I'll show y'all. So it takes about a year to bring a product to market, in my opinion, at the least, right? You talk about a product launch and all that. I did this in like 3 months, the product launch. It was just crazy. But I literally spent 2 years, 3 years, close to, working on these products. That's cool. You could kill it. We good. And so now we're in year 3, but really commercially it's like a year and a half, yada, yada, yada. So we have our spicy jalapeno, and then we have a subset product that's at Rouse's called our Bougie Bites that we just launched last fall. So we're just the first quarter into this launch. So Bougie's a big sausage, right? And so the bites are the ends of our sausages that we dice. So when I started this at home, I'd keep all that for myself. That was like my chef cut. That was like the chef's kiss. That was the perfect thing. So now we're able to take our excess and make a product line with it. And they're selling so good, which I knew from the start. That's why I didn't really want to push the bites to start because I only have so many bites, right? And I start taking from our flagship, which is our flat. We're a bologna company. But it won't take us long before we have to start manufacturing just the bite by itself. That's why I didn't push it so hard. Anyway, so that's our bite. And then we have another product we've been testing the market about 6 months now, and that's our breakfast patty. That one. I got our bites right here. There we go. There's our Bougie Bites. So that's the ends of our sausages that we dice. Same thing as a regular and jalapeno. Check those out. So our bites, anybody from down here, so tasso, you said earlier, what is tasso?
That's what it looks like.
All right, so tasso is like a cured and smoked pork shoulder and really good as a seasoning meat, right? Not much. And then, so at its core, it is a lot like tasso, being that we use authentic Cajun seasonings and it's cured and it's smoked. Like we legit smoked that for 8 hours. There's no fake red ring you peel off of that. It's the real deal. And then, so that's our ends. That's our bites. All right, get some bread, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to try.
Get your bread, make you a sandwich,
Bust
please.
that open.
And then these are our breakfast patties. Like I said, we've been testing these for 6 months. Although, I tested these all at my house. So this is a whole different product, a different seasoning. It's got a smaller diameter made for a smaller biscuit. And it's got Louisiana cane syrup in it. So Steen's cane syrup, anybody's familiar with that product, it's made in Abbeville, Louisiana. We are the sugarcane capital. This is crazy to see how much sugarcane is made in Louisiana once you hit all those back roads. So adding the sugar to this product really changes it from salty to savory. It changes the flavor profile and it browns. Yikes.
All right, guys, we are back after that mishap. Brad, make sure you cut it at the spill and show people Duncan's fat ass already got a bologna on the bougie on the bun. You know,
I've been
he
waiting.
couldn't wait.
No, he's very patient. He's
Look, he's
patient.
shrinking. He's withering away.
Well, look, we can let you try. Do you want to wait for me to be able to try it at the same time
No.
with you or what?
No, listen.
Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
maybe wait twice as long.
Go ahead.
Hey, go ahead.
See, now they're not as fresh right now.
Holy shit.
It's the truth, man.
Jesus, man.
Like it never gets old when I see people try it for the first time. Like I said, I've seen tens of thousands of people at this point try
Damn.
Bougie for
I'm
the
pumped
first
up.
time.
Brand said it was good. You said it's good like that. Oh fuck, dude, this might be a new meat that you know what I mean? Like,
It's the best thing you never had, is what I like to say. Might just be the best thing you never had.
Brand, make sure you clip when Nick says it's the best meat he's had in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
That is this fucking guy. We're gonna replay that. It's gonna haunt Nick.
I mean, I didn't see it yet. You just setting up things for me to say, really.
But dude, it doesn't matter
What you?
because you're gonna say it.
Dude, you couldn't imagine all the things I've heard. Oh, it's all dick jokes, man. It's all dick jokes. Like how many grandmas I put my meat in their mouth at the grocery store? It's just
Gee. Bro, what did you do to this bread? Like you gotta... No, the bread's not messed up if you cut it with a knife. Here, grab me a bread.
So you told me after experimenting.
Yeah, but I
he
want
is
a
not
fucking-
delicate.
That's good. God damn, what is that?
You told me after experimenting, you got it to the point where you wanted it to be at the flavor you were looking for. What were there any traits you were specifically looking for as you were experimenting?
No, it was just flavor. Yeah, you see, those are crispier. It becomes more like bacon the longer you cook it. No, it was just try the regular one first. Yeah, just a piece of white bread. That's really all you need, or just buy some. Like most of the time, our cost of customer acquisition is a quarter of a slice of bologna. But if it was a certain thing I was going for, no, it was just about the flavor. You know, we tested different
Pretty amazing, guys.
meat blocks per se, like different cuts of meat,
Bro.
till we find exactly what we want it to be made of. And we definitely want some other protein options, like a turkey option and other options. But I don't know if that answers your question.
Oh no, absolutely.
Yo.
All right,
So,
hold
like-
on, hold on, time out.
No,
Look,
God, I know you
Time
have.
out, time out, time out.
No, time out. Seriously, I'm gonna tell you.
No,
Look,
I know
look,
you
if
had
y'all
science
fucking-
to
If y'all
this.
fucking sleeping on this dude's meat, I'm telling y'all right now, like, fuck.
Dude,
No, seriously. This shit is like,
Bougie's the truth.
I never
man.
had the jalapeno one. I had the original one.
Me neither. I'm about to eat the jalapeno on the bun, but fuck. Listen, this thing, dude, it's like the perfect thickness. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, cause like,
Nick's
You
all
get-
about that.
no,
thing.
listen, you get too thick, it's too much meat, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
But hey, look,
Yeah, well.
The jokes write themselves, man.
but
They really do.
I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know. It's just like the perfect amount.
Yeah, I spent a long time working on that thickness. So like thin slice cold in the deli eventually is what we want to do, but our retail pack is made to be grilled because, you know, it's ridiculous. It's bougie, baby. That's what we say. It's bougie, baby.
What that is? That's bouginism? How they say that? The tendonism?
Yeah. So we make bougie believers every day, for real. So it's very hard to build a brand. It's very hard to build a brand for one, but we are legit building a community. That's what we're doing.
fuck you, bro. You're fucking laughing in there. For real. Like, bro, I'll be real. I'm a very picky eater. We said it earlier.
Oh,
Did we say it on the podcast? I don't think we said it on the podcast, but dude, 1000%. I'm using this for breakfast.
yeah, bro.
Yeah. No, I mean,
He's about to eat the mic.
Turn to a
Dude.
like an ASMR channel.
I will seriously 1000% start using this for breakfast. Like,
Thank you, bro. It's the truth, man.
no, does this have a different?
really is.
I gotta know before I take a bite. Flavor profile. This one.
What you mean before you took a bite? You done ate half the fucking sandwich.
No, I eat the whole one of the original one. It was
Oh,
good.
okay.
I didn't expect the original one to be that good.
No,
Oh,
the
that's the
original-
jalapeno?
It's the same thing. Like I said, the green just has more cayenne pepper for heat and pickled jalapenos.
Got a good flavor, though.
So like a lot of
Oh
people
my
love the
fuck.
jalapeno, but just the regulars, they sell evenly between the two. Just depends on what your preference is.
I mean, I'm already thinking about what I'd try it with, and the jalapeno one, dude, with some honey
Yes.
on that.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna
Little
lie.
sweet
Look,
heat.
Yeah, we've done like a honey pizza with that.
Yeah.
we dropped some
man.
sauce right here, and that might stain the couch, but I'm not mad about that stain. You know what I mean? Like, that's a memorable stain right there. The first time you tried Bougie Balogna,
You
Right.
stay on the couch, you stay on the floor, dude. It's that kind of episode.
dude,
It kinda
it's
goes-
good though.
kinda goes with the whole- we
It's
got-
so good. He about to
We
stain
gotta
his
remodel
pants.
the whole
I mean,
fucking studio after, but
Fuck.
So what you could do with it is endless. It really is. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So grits, eggs, sandwiches on a biscuit, a bagel, a pizza, anything you use smoked sausage or bacon for, but also in a pan, which not too many lunch meats could say they hold up to a sandwich or a Magna Light, right? So our bites, or even if this, like, so red beans, white beans, smothered cabbage, gumbos, jambalayas, stews. Last night I made a bougie and beef bok choy veggie soup that was just off the chain. So we're gonna do a whole cookbook on this. Man, I've made bougie Wellingtons. I've done all kind of crazy stuff with this. So it's your imagination is the limit. But there's nothing wrong with a white bread sandwich with some mustard and mayonnaise. That's Bougie's claim to fame. It's just good.
No, dude, like, I ain't gonna lie.
bro, you
Look
getting
at that dude
winded.
sweating, bro.
In the meat sweat.
I'm about to eat another one.
He took his jacket off. Dude is sweating. He got the meat sweats.
I'm
He
fucking.
got the fucking meat sweats.
I'm a kid of cancer right now. I haven't been eating like I really want to be because we're in this competition, but
Like we
we got a
got
podcast right now, baby. Fuck it, this is good, and then
Right.
it's healthy too.
so sampling these products is so much fun.
The man has in the bread said he's allergic.
I actually am allergic to bread, believe it or not,
Okay.
but I still eat it. I'm gonna break out in hives later.
All right, we'll stab him with the EpiPen in a few.
So I meet all kind of picky eaters doing this, and my favorite is little kids. That's my favorite, and like they don't lie; they tell you the truth. And I meet so many picky eaters, and we've met so many parents who like. It's funny because they walk up to the table, right, and they're like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And the parents won't even try it. They like sacrifice their kids. Hey, try this weird thing you don't know nothing about, and the kid tries it, and they like it, and their parent immediately says, "Where is it?" Because they understand how hard it is to feed these kids. They change their mind every day. I got 2 kids myself. So Bougie is legit feeding the kids. And our mission is about the children. That's what we're doing. You know.
I mean, dude, I'm sorry, but it just really seems too good to be true. Because, like, I'm serious, like, it really is really
For
good.
real, like,
no,
so
I
this
don't
is-
believe the nutrition facts. I really don't.
I got you.
I
said
don't.
it-
I
It's true. It's just twice ground pork shoulder, some water and seasonings, and we smoke it. It's funny. So like this is always the sequence of events when we hit a new market. One, they hear the word Bougie Balogna and then just think it's a joke. That's a funny name.
I'm gonna make another
You
one.
clowning. That don't exist, right? All right, we say y'all joshing, bro. Y'all say that over here? You joshing me, bro. and then the next thing we hear is like, oh, I don't like bologna. And then for a while, like when we started, it was like, oh, I don't like bologna, and I have to go and I have to comment on social. But now I don't have to, because as soon as somebody chimes in with that, I got a bougie believer over there saying, no, you know what you're talking about. and then they talk about the price, and then that goes away once they understand the value we add to the market and what we bring to the table.
I can see why Rouse's was begging you now to get into the stores. I mean, did they try your product?
Yeah, so that's an interesting story. So I'm not from this business, right? I'm just some regular dude like y'all. And I've met so many people along my journey so far in the grocery space who have been trying to get into big retailers like I have, and I'm very fortunate. So I went online and I filled out their questionnaire to be a vendor. And I got a call in about 30 minutes. I was really surprised. And I said, hey, what time? I'm coming to see you tomorrow. You going to be there? What time? He's like, oh, I said, I'm coming. What time?
Who said that? Never forgot from Rouse's?
Yeah, it was one of the buyers in the office. I said, I'm coming to see you. And I got my boot in the door. But when I got there, it was him and the vice president. Yeah, I gave him bougie. I vacuum sealed it myself. Said 100% butthole free the whole night.
That's crazy.
And but
Leaves an impression for sure.
yeah, for
I
sure.
know, right? Huh? Talking
But
about food.
at the end of the day, the pressure had come up from high up in the organization. I found out later because they had heard about it. I was making waves just locally over there, just being funny. I mean, butthole free. I mean, come on. The jokes just write themselves. But we didn't create this on a gimmick or anything. This was just grassroots, word of mouth, and a bunch of hustle and a bunch of hard work. This is legit the American dream, what we're doing right now.
Is this what bologna's supposed to taste
I know,
like?
that's what I was about to
'Cause
say.
Right. So
Like, damn, man.
Like
Like,
I've been eating my whole life.
exactly.
Like, I can't even compare it to even to like tell the guests like,
what do you compare it to?
yeah, what do I compare that to? Because it's like it's not a sausage taste and it's not a bologna taste.
You know what
Not
I
a-
would say? You know what I'd say? And this is I don't know if this is the right term, but it's almost like a hybrid ham type of.
Yeah, I say it's like a mix between a tasso and a ham.
Correct.
But I don't really say tasso because a lot of people outside of Acadiana, outside of Louisiana, I should say, don't really know what a tasso is
Well,
so much.
you know,
So I say bacon and ham.
from here.
Or like, or they say like a salami. Okay,
Gotta put
you
some of
could
that
you could
other-
call that a
that other
Cajun
cheese in
cotto
there.
salami. You could
Yeah, that's,
You-
that's
you
the
could-
closest thing I'd say, like a cotto salami, but this is a different level.
exactly. What is it? That's what we say.
Very
Like
well,
that's
the honey one.
that's always the toughest part. That's the first thing they say. Well, what is it? And it's really hard to describe, you know. But that's why I put "It's Bougie Baby" on the package. That's our it's Bougie Baby. What you want me to say?
That's it. That's all
It's
you got.
Bougie Baby.
You can see in the camera view real quick. Check out that little honey spray right there on that thing, boy. And then that's jalapeno on this shit, boy. Okay.
So it really does sell itself. It really does once people try it.
Mhm.
But in order to penetrate into a tough game like the grocery game, it takes a lot, right? This is, I mean, even brands like Coca-Cola and Doritos invest billions of dollars.
You got to get that girl to
in
write you a Bougie
advertising.
Bologna a song. You seen the thing with the whole Dr. Pepper thing? She just went viral.
Right?
You didn't see that? The Dr. Pepper picked her up and they played the commercial for the football game.
Yeah, people don't know I'm a music producer yet. They don't know.
Oh, I forgot. You can write your own. You can write your own. Yeah, I
What do
forgot
you-
about that
What do
already.
you rock band? Like what kind of music?
Well, I play Southern hard rock. I'm a guitar player.
Okay.
But I'm a music producer, and I got a whole album planned for Bougie. I got a rap song, I got a country song.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you, my rap song goes hard. It's called Bougie Be Me. I'll send you a clip of it. It goes hard.
Be me.
Oh, dude, it's like old school gangster rap. It's awesome. I got a country song that's called Don't Call It Bougie Till You See It Fry. I got a power metal song. Anyway, I'm all over it. But yeah, we would love to collaborate. You want to write me a Bougie jingle? Come on, let's go. Let's go make it viral. Let's go do it.
Dude, I mean, I'm pairing it with all kind of crazy stuff. Like I just paired it with this blueberry goat milk cheese. Oh my god, dude.
Anything and everything. Like, for real.
It's bad though. I can eat this with grits would be a good option though, because I can't eat bread really. Like I'm
It's-
eating bread right now, but I'm not supposed
It's
to.
one of the best things to do.
Grits.
I highly recommend
Yeah,
it.
some butter grits with this.
That's the first thing I say is grits, eggs, sandwiches, biscuits,
Don't talk dirty to
bagels,
me, nah.
pizzas.
And I will say, I know you're spreading into this, but you haven't quite gotten to that spot yet. But once you start spreading through like the north, not just north for us, but like north and
Right.
LA, they are gonna eat that shit up
So
once they see
so right
that kind of
now
unique branding.
I'm proving not only the product, right? With what we've done with our sales numbers, I've proven the demand for the product, right? This is just a no-brainer. It's there. So people just simply don't know about us yet. We're underfunded is the simple fact of the matter. That's all it is. So if the goal is what we're doing, we're building our systems, right? Once we build our systems in place, then we can scale, right? People beg me every single day to go to Texas. Every single day somebody asks me to go to Texas. Well, give me $1 million and I go to Texas tomorrow. That's a country in itself.
Hey, Rome wasn't built in a day. I mean, it
Exactly.
takes time.
Anything worth value takes time. That's a fact. And so we've been working really hard in Alabama. I go there religiously. And I when I go to Alabama, I don't like bologna very often. But once you go north, things change very quickly. Once you get to Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Ohio, Kentucky, Missouri, Pennsylvania, Oklahoma, right? This is what I call the bologna belt. And like I was on tour with my band and we hit over the state line in Tennessee right when everybody was waking up in the morning. At the gas station, cat head biscuits, fried bologna sandwiches. Right? We played this club in Louisville, in Kentucky. And on tour, I was like, man, I don't want nobody to know I'm the Bougie Man. I don't want nobody to know I own a bologna company. We're just there for the music, right? And after the show, of course, they found out I'm the Bougie Man, and they had a pizza joint next door. So I gave them a pack of Bougie. They put on the pizza, bring it out, and I see the pizza hit the table, right? And I go back to the bar. I go get me a drink. I came back outside, and I swear everybody went silent, and they pointed at me, and they said, it was him. I swear we had to run out of there like the Beatles, bro. Like, so the opportunity for our products up north are big, but what we're doing here locally is just amazing for me. Like, if we could become a household name staple, reinvent this category, we are legit disrupting this category for real.
Yo, I mean, you said, like you were saying that earlier, and I was just like, I gotta try this. So like, now that I tried it, it's like, all right, you really kind of did. Like,
Yeah.
he did. Like,
So, like, you know, I'm the brand, the company behind it, you know, and once people really hear our story, they really get behind us. Because really, people really do support local. They really do.
yeah, no, that around here, you in a good spot for it. Because that's what one thing, like even us, we try to use any local business that we can, just because, you know, support local.
But to break the stigma of the word bologna has been a challenge. It's been a challenge, but just business-wise, what you go through to get this off the ground. Like, so you don't know what you don't know. I had to go through it.
Right.
Like I said, we started, like, how do you even project where we're going to be? You know, how do you even gauge this?
How do you even project how much it's going to cost for you to get, like, the first round of however much? I guess that would be one of the things, like, whenever you did the first one and you said that you went to market the first time, so y'all had did, like, like, people, like, kind of, like, bought it ahead of time, right?
Right, that was just my test market. We were testing it, but I spent a long time looking at the numbers to figure out what to charge per pound, you know, what our overhead would be, how do we scale this, do we leave enough room on it for distribution, right? People ask me, oh, we'll just put it at the store. Well, shit, man, well, pigs don't fly. It don't work like that. This stuff touches a lot of people's hands before it gets to you.
You said that earlier, that, like, some people, they might see the price tag $9, $10 or whatever. I think we paid $9.90. I paid $9.99 a pack at Rouse's, and I think that's cheap for this. If we're being honest,
I appreciate that. Most people who try, they said that's not bad.
No, I mean, I think it's cheap for it. I think you could get away with charging $15.99 if we being completely honest.
If you sell that in LA, you probably charge $30.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
be real.
Oh, I was in Austin. They charged like $20 for a link of boudin out there. Like, so I was, you know, when I started at home, it was $12 a pound. Right? That's what I went for, $12 a pound. I knew my numbers to hit my margins. I had to make this percentage, sell this many packs. Okay, I'm gonna quit my job. Let's go do it.
Are you keeping that, like, kind of self-aware in your mind, like what your price point is? Like, you want to make it cheap, like as cheap as you can make it for the consumer?
Right. I have spreadsheets for days on this, but this is a volume game. Right. We're a small time company. As we build to scale, our cost of goods decreases.
Because you get bulk discounts.
And our profit goes up. Right now, in this moment in time, it's probably the most expensive it's ever going to cost me. Although I can't say that because cost of pork, whatever, can change, go up or down. But my goal was to not go to market at a super cheap price when I can't afford it. But I didn't want to price myself out of the market. I wanted to be competitive. We're a premium product. People say, hey, I go to Walmart. I don't want to be in Walmart. Right? This is a premium brand. Going there diminishes my value.
It really does. People don't understand that either.
And what I'm creating. Okay, you can't get it here. All right, we'll go to Rouse's. They bougie, baby. You know, I don't know what to tell you. But as we grow, we'll get into more stores. But as far as pricing, I started at 12 and I hit the mark, like to hit the margins, right? But it's always better to get a smaller piece of a bigger pie.
Can I ask this question and then we can cut it if it's like you don't want to talk about them? But I would say, like, Trader Joe's, is that not a good spot for you?
No, there's tons of good spots for me. There's tons of great spots for me. Selling it, I could do that. I could be in 1,000 stores right now for 3 months and I would die.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like last year, just to go from 3 to 30 to 100 grocery stores in a year's time, less than a year, was very hard to manage. Right. I had to pay. So I had to pay for entrance to market. That's one of the most expensive things there is, right? Entrance to market, because you're paying for pains and lessons and trip ups. That's what I paid for. Knowledge, right? You talk to anybody. Best thing, I wish I would have had somebody who had started a meat company who could have saved me a lot of money. I would have paid them greatly to help me navigate some of the first hiccups trying to go to market. So the highest cost, in my opinion, is the entrance to market, to get it on the shelf, right? But that was just the first step. What do you do then, right? I could be in 1,000 stores. Yeah, I could go sell it. But that's, for a product like this, it takes time, it takes education, it takes money, it takes time. So where I'm at right now is the perfect place.
How do you, whenever you like go into somewhere that Rouse's and all, how do you kind of navigate that? Like, where are you going to be seen at on the shelves?
Yeah, so I mean, we just got thrown in there. They moved us around a few times. I mean, you got to look what we're up against. We're just a little guy there. I'm just happy to be there. I get what I could get. As long as I could educate my customers where to find the product, I don't care. That's fine. But as we grow, like I say this all the time, we got to work our way from the bottom and work our way to the top, right? So if you look at the grocery business in general, I'm not sure if you're, what's the guy's name? See, I won't remember, but what's his name? Anyway, so at the grocery store, corporate America, big mega corporations, global corporations own 95% of the grocery products on the shelf. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Have you seen these videos? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I watch all the same.
What's his name?
I know the guy that you talking about, where he comes in and he's like, he talks about like just like how to shop in a grocery store,
right? And
like what's healthy and what's not, like yellow pasta compared to white pasta. Like
this is one guy in particular I'm thinking of. So it's hard to get on that shelf. My point is that they own the shelf, right? It's really hard to break into that market. So our way in is to work with independent markets, right? Who will support the small guy, because in business, it's a battlefield. There is no loyalty, right? And it's only a matter of time before somebody tries to copy my product. It's only a matter of time. But what they can't copy is me. And by the time they even figured out what I was doing, they don't know that they were working on the past me, right? If they're trying to copy me, they already behind, right? So just to get it on the shelf is the first part. That was entrance to market, but now we're here. Now what do we do? So right now we're just working on efficiency and sustainability to scale, right? I don't want to bite off no more than I could chew. I already did.
So like you're kind of like working on like your processes and stuff, like how y'all do things in order to make it
right.
where y'all can do it.
Structures and streamline. This is not sustainable. I can't do it by myself. No, we need a team. You know, we need investment. We need many things. But what we got is a great product and a great vision and a lot of building a community behind us to sustain us. Things are going great. Sure as I got my teeth kicked in the ground, this takes a level of just getting beat down and just smiling. Can I have another? Right? It takes just another level that most people will never be comfortable with. It just takes another level.
What I would say too, the people who succeed, I would say, is the people who's the least comfortable in where they at right now. Because like that's what I always say. I never try to get like where I'm complacent or comfortable, because once I'm complacent and comfortable, then what's going on? Like, what am I doing? You know what I mean?
One of my favorite people to watch is Alex Hormozi.
I like Alex Hormozi.
And I was thinking about it. You know, like I said, I could have maybe stayed at a farmer's market, but that's not what I did. If this was easy, I probably didn't reach hard enough, right? This was very hard, and it's still very, very, very hard, but I'm succeeding. But what does successful even really mean, right? People think, oh, it must be nice. You know them people?
Oh,
it must be nice. Mm-hmm. I can't wait till they start telling me that.
Look, it's jealousy. That's what it takes over with people.
Well, people,
right.
they wonder how you say that. The must be nice people, like, yeah, must be nice. Must be nice working up into my fucking bedroom at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning while you fucking sleeping, and you get to go to your day job tomorrow. And I still got to go to my day job tomorrow. But then after my day job tomorrow, I'm getting back on the computer and I'm starting to grind again for my own operation. Like, no, that's what's nice, huh?
You know what the must be nice people think and they don't do? They don't take risks, just like you said earlier.
Yep.
So
risk not taken is an opportunity missed.
Yeah,
well,
so
that
risk,
is straight.
Risk versus
Facts.
Reward.
Correct.
That's what this was for me.
It is.
So in order to be successful, one of the things that I'm learning is you talk to anybody is you have to fail over and over and over and over, right? So a failure is just an opportunity to learn and to grow. And it takes that amount of just getting tripped up to just be successful. So I try to never look at nobody and say, must be nice. I never have been that way. But there's people out there that are like that don't understand. And it's like even right now, like people see me and they're like, think I made it or some kind of. They don't really have any idea. I don't know anybody who could even attempt to make a regional bologna brand, but this dude's doing it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. And then by yourself too. Like everything you see these days, like you said earlier, is backed by a huge corporation, or I'm just throwing this name out there, like Oscar Mayer. They might see your product. How can we copy that? How can we make it for this many people? And then
what they
all
do
of a sudden,
is they copy that, or as you're starting to grow, they offer you something because they want to
Something
take
crazy,
it before
yeah,
you can
yeah.
afford that.
Have you
premium
had any
spot
of
on
those
the
type
shelf.
of approaches?
No, it hasn't happened yet. I've heard rumors. I know some people have already tried to copy it, but to me, I'm not worried about that. So
Well, nobody's gonna have the flavor profile that you have either.
well, they like I said, they can't copy me, right? And the story behind this.
Correct.
There's a good point on this. Anyway, yes, they're gonna try, but they haven't tried yet. So my goal is to grow fast enough to where I'm gonna take over the whole Southeast before they even figure out what's happening. That's my goal. That's my goal.
That's
But it
reasonable.
just takes time.
I know you
but-
gotta have high goals too, because if you ain't gonna have high goals,
They could easily just underprice me, cut me out, right? But I think my people that know about Bougie are gonna stick with me. I really feel they will.
oh, I mean,
But
I can tell you now.
they can't underprice you unless they can make the exact same thing you
Oh,
do.
they
And
have
can't make
billions
that
of dollars.
quality.
Well, then they don't want to.
Because
That's the
they
thing.
sell cheaper products,
Oh,
but
that's-
they're not the same quality.
No, that's
Exactly.
what I'm about to say.
We're in our own lane, right? That's what I was gonna say. So the way I look at life, in a lot of ways, is that the only competition you have is yourself, and I see that in business, right? So it's sure there's competition within business, but if I do the best I can, right, they just gonna have to keep up with me. Good luck.
I'm a 1,000% believer in that. You can ask any of these guys if anybody says anything around here about something, like, I don't care. They can't fuck with us. Like that's literally my reply to everything. I don't care. Like they can't fuck with us. Like we doing shit bigger and better, so it
So
don't
just
even matter.
waking up every day and just trying to make a step forward, right? That's what I mean by competition. You talk to most coaches in sports, right? It's always the same message, right? Just do the best you could do. That's it.
Consistency.
Consistency. And that's what I've been doing, just nonstop. I already knew I was a pretty hard dude working out there in my job and what I've been through. But man, this has tested me like nobody's business. But man, it's a lot of fun. Even when things get tough, and man, I just laugh about it. It's like, man, what did I do to myself? You know,
But it kind of makes you almost think about it like almost like life is almost like a game, huh?
it really is.
Because like that's what I think sometimes. Like I'm just like, shit, this happened and that happened. Like I could have guessed that, or I could have seen that coming, just like if I was playing a video game. So I'm just like, shit, these numbers, make these numbers, get these numbers in my bank account. Just a video game, dude. That's all it is to me at this point.
It's all just the incremental steps. The small incremental steps is how you climb a mountain, right? And when I took that leap, right, leave my career, leave my job, I had all these people, telling me not to do it, right? I get it. I shouldn't have, probably, but I did it. But
Gotta be a risk taker.
right, risk versus reward. But once you take a dive off of that cliff, there's no coming back, right? And you're going to have people that are at the bottom of the mountain as you're trying to climb it, trying to tell you what to do.
1,000%. I'll be honest with you too. A lot of those people that's telling you what to do and all, they might be smarter individuals than you, because I will say that they came out with a crazy statistic the other day that says that most millionaires or most people who become wealthier are kind of have lesser IQs than people who do become rich and all. And then
That's a fact. There's
yeah.
always going to be somebody better than you, smarter than you,
Correct.
better looking than you, got more money than you.
what it correlated to intelligence, saying like the people that have more money or don't have as much money, they're not as big of a risk taker because they're more intelligent. So they view the risk versus reward, and they can only side with the risk side. Like, does this make sense?
Shelter.
Correct. Does this make sense for me to actually do this right now compared to what might happen? But they can't see that reward, right? They think an intellectual mindset, like this is what I need to do, but they don't also see the steps of, hey, if I do this small step and I keep on pushing, then eventually I'm gonna get there, right?
Right. A lot of
So-
people will give up. They will give up. Or they won't have the vision to begin with.
Well, my thing is, like, for my business, I always say this is, if I don't know something, just like how you said earlier, if I don't know something or I don't understand something or whatever, that's why I hire people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the best. I'm not the best editor in this world. I'm not the best.
That's one of the best qualities to have.
You know,
That's how you get less left in the dust. By knowing what you don't know, to learn, to listen, right? Because some of the smartest people in the room are the ones that are quiet, ain't talking, because they're gonna let everybody else talk.
they're just watching and trying to figure out what's going on.
Did you ever have the moment yet where some of those people that were telling you, "Oh, you stupid for doing that," blah blah blah. Now they starting to see the kind of reality that you create
Every day.
Yeah, those
Well,
are,
kind of
those
like,
are-
they kind of like, do they admit it though? Because look, I'm gonna tell you,
No,
I
I
go
don't-
through a lot of shit where people still will not admit. They'll sit there
they
like,
hit you with this.
"Oh, they
Hey
ain't
man,
got."
that's how you been doing the baloney thing.
No.
I like your
I'll
I'll
product.
tell
First
you
off-
exactly how they admit it. You know what they say? They say it must be nice.
That's facts.
He's right.
That's right.
That's the
yeah,
same
yeah,
people.
Yeah,
Well, I don't talk to them for one.
yeah. Well, there you go.
I cut them out. They kind of dissolve themselves. You had made mention of that. Someone did earlier about losing people along the way, and man, it's so true. People that I thought were my friends just was all just face value, because it's all about, in my opinion, jealousy. A lot of it. They're not happy with themselves and want to see you go through something. And some of them just fade off to the side. Right?
It's sad though too, because it's just like
It's sad. I love
people-
these people.
Yeah, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I thought we were boys. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on right
One
now?
of the
Why you-
first dudes told me, he said, "Man, I love you. I don't like the Bougie Man." Well, what you gonna do with that?
right?
But I had these other people like tell me, "Oh, you don't know none of my business. You can't do this. You can't do that. Ain't no way you could do that." Well, yes, I can. I didn't tell you when I'm gonna do it. I didn't go to business school, but I know enough about business that I need to go make that money.
So it's always gonna happen. The more success you bring, the
But-
more shit talking is gonna happen.
You don't know what you don't know, right? I've gotten beat down. I learned these lessons, but you can't pay for that. You can't pay for that in school. If a company would try to copy me, which they gonna, right? But they would have to pay millions and millions and millions of dollars what I did for far cheaper, because I was willing to put in the work, right? They're gonna try to hire some college kids to go do this and that, and no, man. I'm on the ground. I'm learning this from the inside out. That's what I've been working on.
Oh, do you mind saying how old you are?
So yeah, I'm 42,
So
about to be 42. I'm young.
So look, this is a perfect example.
I didn't think
though.
you were
Like,
40 yet.
For anybody that like doesn't know if they for sure want to make that step or whatever. I mean,
Right. So
40 years old.
I'm
making it
young.
business,
If
know what I
you
mean?
look at the statistics, these are all just TikTok videos, but this is true. If you look at all these founders of these big major companies, Walt Disney, you could go through a long list. They didn't hit till like their 50s or 60s, 40s, and really entrepreneurs are around my age, people who have been around the block, seen some stuff, really got tired of whatever they've been through in their life, to take that next step, to take that gamble, right? It's happened plenty of times with younger people, but they don't have the experience. But the ones willing to put in the work, they're going to get the experience twice as fast, because they're going to work twice as hard, right? So one of my favorite quotes from Alex Hormozy is, "I'm just going to work a ridiculous amount that is basically unreasonable. I would not win." And that's what I'm doing. Like, people, I tell them these numbers and these stats, and they don't understand it. And I don't expect them to. Vision isn't a team sport. That's one of my favorite ones. It's not. It's squarely on my shoulders. Nobody's come and save me. Right.
That you said that too. That's a great no one. And the day that people realize that is the day that I feel like they kind of come out of that.
They never accept it,
yeah.
right? They never accept it. It's always the same people. They're always the same people. No matter what in life, is never their fault. It's always the same people, and they just sit around chasing their tail. Because with pain or anything you've been through, the only way to go through is to go through it, not around it.
Yeah, straight up. Because, like, we just had a guy shoot. He didn't have a leg or nothing. That didn't stop him.
Yeah, he didn't make no excuse.
He kept on going. You know what I mean? I like that a lot. That's actually really good that you said that. Just because, I mean, I feel like so many people, they have just so many bullshit excuses of, I couldn't do it because of this, or I couldn't do it because I didn't have no money, or whatever the case.
What really drives me crazy, like, as personally being like, I call myself the captain in a lot of ways. I have so much maritime stuff. I've worked so much time, years of my life at sea. But when I see like founders or just business owners, something happens in the business and they always want to blame their employees. That's like one of my biggest pet peeves, man. It's just, the buck stops with me, right? The reason that happened is because you allowed it to, your culture, right? I can't wait to build a team around us.
Look at me. If you fuck up, it's your fault.
Yeah.
You did.
I didn't say nothing.
You looked at me. You
I didn't
high
say
enough
nothing.
in this company, boy. If you make a fuck up, that's your fault.
Right.
I done trained you already. He's talking about people that he would have to train. I'm assuming, right? Or,
No, that's the perfect example.
Grant,
to be
y'all got
honest.
training?
But I mean, look. Look, there you go. But look, well, I'm assuming too, though.
About like the atmosphere, whatever you allow to fester within the organization at the end of the day is on the owner, right? Because don't want to make hard decisions.
Right.
And we had a few people with us. Thank you to everybody who's helped Bougie. I can't wait to build a team around us. Everybody who's helped along the way, every single person out there, man, all my Bougie believers, y'all the truth. But a lot of the business stuff, that's the stuff I love to talk about because I never get to talk about it.
Well, yeah, no, that's like really the main things too. I mean, that's what people want to see and all. Because I mean, you have the talk is always, all these corporations and all. Dude, I mean, how many small businesses are getting developed every single day now? And this is just a perfect testament to it. Don't matter how old you are, it don't matter what field you've been in. If you really believe in something and you want to do it, there's a way to get from A to B.
Absolutely. Sometimes that road may be a dead end. It may be, right? But the lessons you learn along the way are not a failure.
Right.
If you run a business to the ground, it didn't work out, that's just a lesson to learn. Like, I love reading these people's stories who've been, through business after business after business till something caught. Like, it's so inspirational to see somebody go through that and just get pounded. Like, the amount of confidence it takes.
Well, you have to be delusional.
Exactly. You have to be so delusional.
I think that's one of the reasons I feel like we are successful is I'm really delusional.
delusional.
Yeah, for sure. 1,000%. Like I said earlier, I mean, you heard me.
But what is that, really?
What is it? I'll tell you what it is.
What is delusion?
It's a different vibration.
It's it's me for me personally. Like I said earlier, if somebody says something about another company that might be like our competitor or whatever, you saw how I put quotations? I'm putting quotations because I don't even believe we have competitors.
Right.
That's how delusional I am. Like I really don't.
That's how you have to approach
I really
it.
don't believe we have a competitor. Like there's nobody in this area that can do what we do at the scale that we do it, and for the prices that we do it for. So it's just like that's what I mean by basically in my version of delusional. But I'm self-aware that I know that maybe there is somebody that might be able to edit a little bit.
I'm sure there's there's an actual medical delusional psychiatry, but really, like the way I look at it, delusional just has to do with the way other people think of you,
Correct.
right? And most people, they could break through the point where they don't care what other people think. That's what stops everybody.
And that's why you need to be above.
Delusional.
Well,
You got to be above it.
They call it delusional on the way up when you're trying. I mean, you were talking about it must be nice to be people and everything like that. You notice how whenever somebody's stepping out the box and they're trying something new, they're starting a new bologna company, you go, that'll never work. That's not going to work. You're doing it wrong. And
There's
they're
somebody
complaining the whole
watching
time.
it right now thinking the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thinking I'm delusional. Okay,
Well,
we're going to see
But the
later.
second you have success, it's, oh, hey, man, how you been? How's it going?
Yeah.
We have I ain't gonna say his name, but I have a senator, not a senator. He's just like a representative of our state, and I do some business with him here and there. And he called, like we talking on the phone one day, and he's like, "Hey man, like I had some people told me about like the podcast. You out there, you saying fuck left and right here and there, whatever." I was like, "Look, dude," I was like, "This is what it is." I said, "You don't want to work or do business with me anymore because I said fuck a few times on my podcast,
What
my
you
man."
said, fuck them?
Yeah, I was just like, "You don't want to do business with me because of that." I was like, "Fuck it." I was like, "I guess I lost out." I was like, I was like, "I guess I'm that. That's where I'm at." But I was like, if you still like where we making money and all, I was like, this is a whole different entity than what we got going on over here. So I was like, if I can't be myself, I was like, I really don't care. I was just like, at the end of the day, go ahead. I was like, go do business with somebody else and see if they can make you as much money as I did. That's what I say.
You're going to learn some hard lessons that way.
Oh, no doubt. Look, I already learned some hard lessons, but guess what? At the same time, I'm also not scared to burn a bridge because at the end of the day, there's 8 billion people in this world, and I don't know how many entrepreneurs. So if this entrepreneur ain't giving me money, I'm going to the next one that will. That's how I look at it. And that's what another way I'm delusional. Like,
And you
If Nick had bridges, they would all be in California in
yeah,
the forest
because they'll all be
fire.
burned.
They're all fucked up.
They'll all be burned.
Yeah, if you was in Louisiana, you better have a good boat because you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, straight up. But I mean, that's just how I look at it though. Because like at the end of the day, with the company that we that we are technically in is we build relationships with these clients, and at the end of the day, we more about bringing their business up than we are even about bringing our business up. So if we bringing your business up, we want to eat too. You know what I mean? If I'm watching you make $1 million, fuck, can I make $1 million too one day?
Yeah, I mean, that's the old saying, a good business decision, a good business deal, everybody feels like they coming away with something.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else? Brand was kind of telling us that we're getting to that point. We're getting on a 2-hour mark.
Oh, yeah, don't get me talking about Bougie. We talk for that days.
Nah, but look, straight up, honestly, I mean, guys, look, I mean, you got some first-time testaments of how the product was. I've tried it one other time, besides this, but I'm going to tell you right now, straight up, I'm going to give me some more of the jalapeno one.
Yeah,
I didn't try the jalapeno. I tried the original.
You can't take either of those because I'm going to bring both of those. I'm going to start using those.
Listen, the jalapeno one, fire. And honestly, I can't wait to try the what you call it, the bougie bites. Yeah, that's going to be awesome, and some beans.
I got some for y'all. Y'all all come get away with some Bougie.
Nah, but look,
I just found them on TikTok, man. So shout out to them for having the Bougie Man in here, help me spread the word.
No,
I haven't done many podcasts. It's such a long story to really delve into it. That was just like to scratch the surface of what we got going on right here.
Oh, no, we got...
What a journey it has been.
It's definitely... I feel like every story, too. But, I mean, we could definitely have you back on and dive deeper in it in the future. I mean, see how this episode goes. I feel like this one's going to be a pretty good one. I feel like a lot of people in these areas, especially that know about Bougie Balogna, is going to like this. Because, I mean, honestly, I had no idea about it. And then, especially if some of the health freaks start getting onto it, like, I can't wait to tell my boy Brody about this.
It's the truth, man. Bougie's the truth. We're just working on getting it printed on the label. It's a whole thing. But Bougie's so good, man. So y'all check me out, Bougie Balogna Company. I'm on TikTok, right? Just Bougie Balogna 337. And then we on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Bougie Balogna, bougiebalogna.com. Check us out. We do ship nationwide. We're USD certified. We got a lot coming. We about to blow up in Alabama. I got some stuff working out there. We got 10 new rouses everywhere. We doing the damn thing every day, putting in the work. If that ain't enough reason to support the Bougie Man, go taste my meat and check it out.
I heard that. Taste that meat. Well, look, we actually got something, too, for you. Is that bag open?
Nope.
Oh, this one is, though. So this is actually for my boy Brody, too. So this is some hell of a... we're going to get you to try this later
tell
on.
Brody to holler at me.
Let us know how it is once you try some.
I'm going to take that to the demo and be sparking it up.
It's actually a really good product, though. I mean, and it'll get you talking to people, too. Like, it just gives you a little pep in your step.
Right.
So, like, I would be careful, though. If you like to talk about Bougie already, you might get talking too much. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. I'm all about...
Hey, but look, I'm going to tell you, if you end up taking it late, like the other night...
Don't take it too late. Yeah, don't take it too late.
Oh, that shit will keep you up and locked in.
That's why I ain't taking it now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, look. Hey, I tried to go to sleep. Well, I woke up. I'm like, fuck, I can't go to sleep. I had to end up going walk around and do some shit. Like, I couldn't.
I already have enough trouble sleeping. This thing don't turn off.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem.
I can only imagine.
This thing don't stop. It's a curse.
It's a curse and a blessing.
It is. Like ADHD, the spectrum, I think dyslexia, there's so much out there. I would love to come back and I could talk a bunch more about behavioral stuff. And I'm real big into this other program within my company, which I learned in the oil field about like behavior systems, working as a team. It's so powerful, but it's about learning more about yourself and all kind of stuff. I'm real big into all that stuff.
Well, I can only imagine too. Have you ever got into like sociology yet?
That's
like,
what it is.
Yeah. So like just learning how like why a group of people move the way they move.
Exactly, and how to harness it. I learned a lot about it at work, but I've been using it in practice for like over a decade now. And that's a core belief. I can't wait to build my company and bring on the people around me because we are going to be unstoppable.
So I have one thing that I'm going to bring up before we end it off, and you like answer my question, and then I'm gonna say what I recommend on it. So are y'all in the same spots on everywhere in Rouse's?
Yeah. So each store is a little bit different, but I like to say generally we're by the inferior bologna products.
Okay. So what I would think is because whenever I just went by it and it was lower on the shelf, and me just being in my marketing head and thinking whatever. You ever thought to make the packaging a little bit more favorable towards kids?
I mean, it's bright colors.
Just bright colors.
No,
Yeah.
we're not trying to cater to kids. so much. You know, if I wanted to make a bougie Lunchable
I was
someday,
about to
That's
say
what-
that.
well, that's
That's
what-
crazy. I was just about to say
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
What my
We could do that.
thought process behind it was, whenever I just bought it at Rouse's, you may just be, and we could cut this out if you don't
no,
like this.
I know what
I'll-
you're about to say.
I'm gonna be completely honest and tell you, it was hard as fuck for me to find it because they put it at the bottom of the shelf. Like it's at the bottom next to all
I'm
of
in
the
the
sauces.
bottom well. All those products have the same colors. It's not easy. What it took to get that label was very difficult, and that's only a placeholder to where we're headed. You're exactly right. If you don't know what you're looking for, it's hard to find. When we dropped on the shelf, they moved us about 3 other times. It moved us around the store trying to find a place for it. The science behind merchandising a product on the shelf is very intense. I could talk like all day about
I
it.
literally was just like, I was just like learning some stuff on it too. Like the reason
I'm about to write a whole book on this to train our team, what I've learned about
Hell yeah.
merchandising our products. And but it's really tough what we're up against. Like, we're just a little guy. They don't care. Our biggest problem is just keeping it on the shelf, right? For people to even order it, to even put it on the shelf, date it right, rotate stock. Like, this is just basic bare bones stuff. So when we launched this product, I swear we got 1,000 comments. 1,000 comments that said, hey, I went to the store, I couldn't find it. I asked an employee, they know nothing about it. What do you do with that?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, I get it. It's a struggle. It's hard. That's why this game is hard. This isn't new to me. Like, this happens to everybody.
Right.
Like, I'm just learning it, right? This happens to every product on the shelf, right?
cereal boxes, everything.
Exactly. And then we are a refrigerated product, right?
Yep.
That is tough. Once that product gets on the shelf, I'm on the clock.
That's what I was about to say, because they charging you technically too, right?
Well,
For
no,
the
that's
shelf space?
a whole different thing.
A whole different game.
But I have a shelf life, right?
Right.
Shout out to all my seasoning people. I love them all, but we not in the same game. I'm doing something different, right? We're harvesting pigs. I got a shelf life. And I don't put a bunch of additives in this product, right? When it goes, it goes. You know, this isn't pumped full of all that stuff. And
you
I've
can
had
freeze it.
Yeah, it freezes beautifully because it's hearty. It's not like a hot dog.
Right.
That's a whole nother discussion. One day I'm gonna bring a hot dog. I'm coming. But yeah, I totally get it. It's hard to find. And then you don't even say Bougie Balogna on the package. It says Bougie, and then Balogna's like this big. You gotta get a microscope to just see the doggone thing, right? But that's just what they put me in a box.
They really, I feel like they did, but like, dude, fuck.
It should say Bougie Balogna, big and beautiful on that package. But I'm gonna get there. But that's what it takes. That's the growing pains. That's what it's like trying to go compete up against this major industry that I'm in.
But like, it sucks though, because it's like, we mean you, how many good products is there out there that's like this, where they're a small guy, kind of like you in the game, that's a fucking good product.
Yeah, there's
That
tons
you
of
just don't
But
get
they
to
struggle to get the
Yeah, that
publicity.
you just don't get to go because
Yeah.
you didn't get the publicity or whatever.
There's so many amazing products that just get squeezed out by not playing the system or just not having the money. It's all about money. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know, but we've been fortunate. I'm very blessed to be where I'm at right now. You know, I had all these expectations versus reality, like I said earlier. How do you even project where we're gonna be or whatever? And man, I got my ass handed to me. But we are exactly where we're at today. We're exactly where we need to be, is what I'm saying. We're exactly on path, like exactly where things were supposed to go. We're exactly there on our timeline. Everything's going exactly right. This is just what it takes. Like, most people would have gave up long time ago, you know. But that's what it takes, man. I hear your question. Yeah, go look for it. If you got a question, holler to the Bougie Man. I can guide you the way to the Bougie.
And you can order, or if it's not, then you can order from your website.
Yeah, we're with Louisiana Crawfish Company. They do business with our co-packer, and they ship crawfish. They're a really big outfit. You should check them out. They're like a mil plus on YouTube.
Louisiana Crawfish Company?
Yes, sir. And that's who ships our product. And people look at it and say, "Oh, it's so expensive, man." They got people paying $200 to ship some king cakes right now. What y'all talking
dude, that's
about?
crazy that you
Right.
just said that, because I just seen a video too about that. That's
Man,
crazy.
I'm about to go camp out outside of Twins and just give bologna sandwiches. Shout out to Twins. They make a great king cake. They're the man. They crushing it.
Is that the guys that put the king cake icing on top?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Dude, I seen the video
oh,
of that you talking
they
about
taking
right now.
over TikTok. They crushing
Yeah.
right
You
now.
talking about twins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just shipped them to the government.
Wait,
Yeah,
the
all
Gail
that.
Benson and all the.
Oh yeah.
well, that's what he was talking about. He was
NFL.
like,
You understand?
He's like, "Yo, I
right?
know y'all paying $200
So-
for a thing, but you're paying fucking $75 for this thing to be shipped."
Right. So just people don't understand. Say, hey, it cost me so much to ship a pound. Well, yeah, you can't ship a pound. We ship overnight frozen by air. Like, okay, that shit costs money, man. So the way to do it, if you want interested all around the country, whatever, I think they do $200 free shipping. Right. So you buy enough Bougie, man, they sell hundreds of authentic Cajun products, boudin balls, sausages. You can get alligator. You can get an alligator shipped to your house. You want to be the king of the barbecue? Buy you an alligator, cuz.
That's actually crazy. I didn't realize. That
Oh
they did
yeah,
all that.
oh yeah, they do all that. They are legit, so that's who we do business with. I'm hoping we can bring our prices down, but the only way to get there, I shot a TikTok on this a while back. It was like, everybody wants me to go to this place or do this or offer this or be at this store, that store. The only way I get there, if you support me where I'm at today, like what you waiting on? This is how businesses get squashed. All those good products. Right, that if people would have tried it, or like, oh, what happened to them? Oh, well, did you try it? Right, or like I was talking to somebody yesterday. Oh, that restaurant closed down. Did you go eat there? No. Well, what you complaining about?
That's what I've been seeing all the small businesses around here like making posts about they closing down or whatever, and then all of a sudden all the community comes start supporting them. I'm just like, bro, why y'all haven't been supporting them? They shouldn't even got to that point. You know what I mean? Where y'all been at?
It's a tough game. I mean, the world we live in today, we're just looking for like a half second of somebody's attention. A half second is crazy, right? And so like to have a product is so hard. It's the same kind of noise. You in the grocery store, there's tens of thousands of products. It's all about the fancy, shiny whistle, and what we offer is something different. We doing this the old school way, bottom up. We gonna grind. And we're gonna grind. Literally, we grinding out here.
Well, what's crazy? As you keep talking about the product, I'm constantly in my head thinking of what I can put this in. And you just mentioned the crawfish company. I'm thinking, hey, the Bougie Bites. Did you ever try it in a crawfish ball yet?
All right. So yes. So all right. I'm just gonna keep going. Y'all can't keep asking me questions.
I know, but this is a good question because look, we upcoming on crawfish season.
Right.
Like,
So I've had a bunch of people through the years put Bougie in crawfish. It's the champ. It's really good. And so people ask me all the time if I make a sausage. So I don't want to make a sausage in South Louisiana. There's too much competition. I don't want to be in that game. I don't want to be in the boudin game. I don't want to be in the smoked sausage game. I'm in the lunch meat deli game. I'm in a different game. But my Bougie boiler is what it's called. We've already made this product. I'm trying to get a bunch of crawfish spots right now to go in on my Bougie. It may happen this season. We'll see. But eventually, oh yeah, my Bougie boiler is the champ. I wish I had some for you to try today. But we want to make some. They're like a party link. It's perfect. I want to put them on the Crawfish Company's website, and we want to work with every single small mom and pop crawfish boiler out here to help get our name out there. I'll give you a stupid deal on some Bougie. You let me know. Just throw that in the bowl, get the name out, and we'll do it together. Let's do that.
Well, it's crazy that you even say that though, because just like the crawfish, I mean, shit, dude. I want to try that in a crawfish ball.
well, that's what I'm saying. When he said it, I'm like, holy shit! Like
Yeah.
that's a.
So like in the business, they call it a meat block, right? So our meat block when we grind it. Now, depending on what you pipe it through, it changes the flavor. You'd be surprised by piping it through a hog case and how it changes. Or you could run it through what's called a beef rung, which is a beef intestine, which is nothing new up north. That's what they call ring bologna. Or if you pipe it through like a smaller one, right? So I've made hot dogs, snack sticks. It's really amazing. A big, stupid, big chub. But I really would love to spit out some sausage for balls because it really is a phenomenal product. It really is. I've had so many smoked sausages. I don't even buy it no more. Not to shout out to. There's a lot of great smoked sausages out there, but I hate being at a bowl and getting a big chunk of fat or gristle and some smoked sausages. Out here. That's why a lot of people put hot dogs down here. I'm sure you've been to a bowl where they put hot dogs.
No doubt, yeah.
Them Red Hots. That's what they put.
They actually quit making them. I don't know what the company was, but they stopped making the Brian ones, the good ones.
So it makes perfect sense why Bougie would be really good in a ball. And it's smoked. It's really good. Now, as we grow, I would love to bring a smoked sausage up north, right? Because up there, all they got is kielbasa, which not that's good stuff, right? But once Bougie hits up there, we're kind of like the perfect mix between a kielbasa, salami, Cajun. It's just, I would love to bring a sausage up north.
Well, it's also crazy that you also said that it's like that you in the lunch deli meat game, because that other day I literally just read that the FDA actually considers lunch meat now as like a, I don't know, like some kind of class, whatever, like a whatever, like some type of toxic, and it's like classified it different than what it was before.
Yeah,
So then like
yeah,
now
so
you're bringing a healthy lunch meat.
Right. So they are cracking down on a lot of that. They classified it as a carcinogen.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. So there's a lot of advances to be made on that, but that has to do with the curing process and all that. People say, oh, well, uncured, like sodium nitrate, does it have sodium nitrate? Well, yes, you got to have sodium nitrate for food safety. That prevents botulism. There's a lot of food science that goes into this. But yeah, a lot of stuff is ultra processed, which is so much preservatives. Meat should not last in a can for 30 years. It should not do that. Right? Our product, our shelf life is 90 days, which is strong. And that's with nothing. That's just with smoke and a little bit of sodium nitrate. And people say, oh, it's salty. Yeah, some people like less than 5%. I don't think it's too salty.
I was about to say,
I don't
I'll
think
be
it's
honest.
salty.
Shit,
Right.
I don't like salt much at all. And that was
we want to make a low sodium MSG free, but that is shelf life. People don't quite understand that's what it takes to preserve meat.
MSG is the main ingredient I use to. I don't know.
No, so MSG is like just a flavor enhancer.
Oh, flavor.
And it's
okay.
really not a byproduct. I mean, it's not it occurs naturally. It's a byproduct from the agriculture business,
Okay.
right? But this doesn't have much in it. But just as far as our shelf life, 90 days, but that's in a perfect world. Like the grocery business is not a perfect world when it comes to refrigeration. But that's why, our stuff isn't pumped full of that. Like when this stuff goes bad, it goes bad. I had this dude on TikTok. I don't remember his handle. It don't matter. It's like 3 times now. It's like, oh, you're having to throw something away. They have no idea how much bougie I threw away. I threw a lot away.
Well, I was about to say how much bougie gets thrown away if they can get bought in the stores. or
Right. That
whatever.
first year or that first hard winter on the market, but shit. That's
when nobody knows. It's
yeah. I mean, they don't
Who
understand.
eats that though? You or Rouses?
No, that's a whole nother discussion.
nother-
I'm not. But I do. I ate bougie. I guarantee my product because I believe in it, and we sell it. Just put it on the shelf. Just put it on the shelf. Give me a shot. So that's not a knock to me. That little dude try to put shade on me. No, I tell you how much I threw away all the time. It don't bother me. We don't. It's a very, very, very small percentage. Anybody in this game knows how this works.
Right.
Whatever. That's just people from the bottom trying to spread hate.
Yep.
Like they have no idea, and that's hate only comes from the bottom, right? It's not from your network is your net worth. Just it's not from the bottom.
Nobody's hating on you if they're bigger than you.
Exactly.
well, not even that, but like we always talk about, I believe there's no negative hate. I mean, really, yeah, they can hate you negatively, but look, it's only pumping you up. Look, hey, I love when my haters talk. That's
And
it.
even like all the struggles I've gone through, man, it just makes me work harder. It's like, all right, I ain't gonna do that again. See what happens next time I get that chance,
Learn that lesson.
right? And a lot of people never even got that first chance.
That means you're doing it right.
I'm doing it right. Whatever I'm doing it right, and that's just from marketing. But the product just really speaks for itself. It just takes. I've spent marathons for real, boots on the ground at stores when I don't want to. Just don't. Like just financial burden. Like you could not even understand.
Oh yeah, I mean you gotta pay for all your stuff to be out there.
Dude, it's been a journey. But we're cash positive now. We're only a short run into this company, and we are crushing it. 18 months we've sold. I don't even want to know if I want to tell the numbers for my haters out there. The other companies, they don't need to know my business, but whatever. We sold like over 22,000 pounds of bougie the past 18 months. Like that's fucking solid, man. That's solid. Like every one pack I'm excited about. For somebody to take their hard-earned dollars and put it in the bougie when there's so many options on the shelf and come back and buy some more. Like every single customer is important to us, no matter who they are. Every single one.
But just imagine like changing somebody's not necessarily changing their lives, but like somebody coming up to you and be like, dude, that bougie was so good. Like
It
we
happens
had it.
all the time. It makes me so happy. But really, I'm literally changing the way people eat, right? Because this is a whole different new protein, different way to cook. I'm trying to ask, hey, don't buy bacon. Just like, what? You crazy?
Right.
Well, we're legit changing the way people think about bologna and what we're doing with these products, or what the future could be, right? Made local, made better, no mystery meat. That's our journey, right? No
And
mystery
obviously
meat.
no buttholes.
Exactly, 100% butthole free. One day I'll be able to use that. The USDA wasn't so happy. We don't advertise it. Like I said earlier, we have a private Facebook group called the Butthole Free Club, and I do have a federal trademark for Butthole Free. It's funny, it was easier. We're still working through the Bougie Balogna trademark. Just that's a whole discussion, trademarks. But yeah, I got a federal trademark for Butthole Free. I'm the only one that can put it on a meat package or a T-shirt. I got some T-shirts and hats in the car.
Yeah.
I bet y'all wasn't expecting that conversation today.
Oh,
I'd say
good.
it reaffirmed to me what my boss always says. You know, it's not all about big meat, small meat. You know, it'll surprise you. It's got a lot to offer.
That's
That's
right.
what
He says that all the time. Yeah.
Oh, boss says that?
Support small meat.
It's a great
Boss,
message.
you right. Huh?
It's all
I mean,
just
fuck, I think
dick
it
jokes.
works for you, dog.
I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that.
I mean, he's turning red. Shit.
I ain't never said that.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I
Shit.
ain't
That
never-
was a good joke.
Well, shit. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh yeah, thank y'all.
I got hella problems. Don't need no shovel, handle dirt with choppers.